I'm sorry. I would knock this clown out by now. Hit the like button, people. Yeah, everybody know LeBron is padding stats. Why are you in the game and it's a 30-point blowout and all this? Why was you sticking around the game? Padding stats. See what that? Dragic is out. He's in there because he's trying to get one more assist to get a triple-double. And then he in there to get some cheap baskets on some bums because he wasn't even responsible for the league getting to 30. They benched him in the first quarter. They was down 13, and they said, the problem is you, bum. You got to go to the bench. Now I done turned into Nicholas Jacobs. Oh, man. Yeah, he just in there to try to boost his points up. I mean, the bench, when Nunn came in, he basically chopped the whole lead down. And they D'd the Lakers up. It wasn't looking like Miami could get close to 100 points. Second unit came in and they did some balling. Don't forget to hit the like button coming through the door. I'm telling you, next season I'm out. I'm done. This bum comes out here to try to get 25, milking it because he know his fans don't even watch his damn games. I hit my head. Oh, man. Jenny didn't slap me. I don't know. I think Jenny went live earlier and something happened. Was that a Michelle daughter sighting? Oh. All right. Let's get to assessing this. Somebody that didn't watch the game. King Mick talking about how the Lakers cheat with the Heat got tons of calls. Boy. People got to start watching the games, man. Let's break the game down. Exactly. The Heat got no calls, but let's get to a whole breakdown. Listen. From the offset, the Lakers came out with an approach that they were going to be physical. They were going to go inside, outside, and play like the Miami Heat, basically mimicking their performance. And defensively, the Miami Heat wanted to aggressively double LeBron James whenever he had the ball on the wing and let the other guys beat him. The only problem on this, in which Miami Heat ran into, is Duncan Robinson is very slow when he doubles on the rotations over to the next defender. Duncan Robinson was really slow on his defensive rotations, and he was leaving space open for the shooters. The guys who couldn't hit any shots started hitting shots from everywhere. So early on, it was just fluke. Pope hit some shots and everything else, but before that, Miami Heat had them D'd up. They would switch the double to Anthony Davis. They would switch the double to LeBron, and they were basically confusing them, and then they were missing shots. They were forcing them. So those shots were being missed. When they were missed, Miami was capitalizing. They was getting transition baskets and buckets, second chance tip-in rebounds. Everything was going Miami's way. They were up 13, and they realized why this problem was. LeBron wasn't getting back on defense, and he wasn't running through pick and rolls. He wasn't guarding these guys when they were aggressively going towards the basket. So they took LeBron out the game and said, hey, why don't you go take a seat, old bum? We're going to see what we can do with this bench and let this second unit get in there. That unit they brought in with Rondo and everybody else, they finally got this old bum out of there, and guys was moving without the ball. So what that did was open up and take Duncan Robinson, make him have to run over out of rotation. He's really slow defensively trying to cover the three on rotation. So when they run and pick and roll, and Duncan's got to cover a man, and they run in a double team, and he's got to go and run and cover another man, he's slow to the rotation. And because he's slow to the rotation, he gets beat. They had open shots. That little bit of space is all the Lakers needed. Okay, M. Dizot is little M. Sleepy. Miami Heat did not play well at all. They started the game off executing, and then what happened is the adversity hit them in the face when the Lakers started making a run. Pope called a three in transition. They came right back and ran the same play again. Pope got another open three, pull up, bang. When they hit those quick 6 points, I knew they were in trouble. I said they got to make a timeout and a switch now because those 2 threes should not have happened. And it was basically Duncan. Duncan was not rotating over off of the double teams. So now they're going to have to rethink how they're going to do it. But now they got so many injuries because now Dragic is hurt, Bam is hurt, and a day and a half ain't going to be enough for Bam to come back with that shoulder injury. This is the same shoulder he injured in the Denver series. And Anthony Davis ain't going to do nothing. I mean, Dwight Howard ain't going to do nothing but bang it every time. So they were raining threes, dropping points. So when they brought the bum back, they were down like 2 points. They hit a three and they were up. So LeBron didn't have to do anything all night. He didn't have to do a damn thing. You could have set him out the game and it didn't mean nothing. He didn't do anything. Size wasn't even the matter tonight. Size wasn't the matter of how they lost the game. Tyler Hero played a very poor game. What happened is the young guys panicked when the adrenaline and everything was pumping. All the things that they were doing before that was working, they weren't working no more. They panicked. Tyler Hero kept rushing shots, and then he got a little rhythm, and then that got stopped. They couldn't get any respect on the whistle. We knew that was going to happen, so you're going to have to play through that. They only shot like 7 free throws through 3 quarters. Then the refs start giving them fouls when they were down like 20 and 30 to try to even it all out. So people could be like, look, man, they shot about more free throws. They're getting all the calls. They were down 30. They were down 30. They took away a foul on Jimmy Butler. No, a lot of them panicked because this is their first year in the NBA. And then here they are in this atmosphere. So they panicked. And Tyler Hero had a bad shooting game at first, and made some bad decisions. They had the Miami Heat all together. They didn't handle that situation well when the Lakers made that run. And when they made a series of runs, and they didn't handle it well. Too many turnovers, guys making too many passes instead of just the simple pass. And you got guys not used to playing with each other because people were out due to injuries. Dragic would have been in the game in that point, but they had to make another substitution with Iggy, and Iggy doesn't normally play that well with Tyler Hero. Sometimes they play together well, sometimes they don't, especially when giving the ball back to each other. Because Tyler Hero doesn't move the way people would normally do traditional basketball moves. He does half moves. He'll pretend like he's going to the basket, pop, and bounce right back out to the 3. Tyler Hero is a little loose with the ball. He's got to wait, clear the ball, then move. Sometimes he does it's because of collegiate. And when you come from college, you bring some of these mistakes with you. You know, he gets the ball and just start trying to push it up the court. You got to hold the ball. You got to hold the ball before you start trying to move and advance it move it up the court. You got to try to hold the ball, let the defense clear, then you bring the ball out. You know, it was a lot of unforced turnovers that took place out here that shouldn't have happened. Definitely shouldn't have happened. Okay, it's a lot of people in here that just didn't watch the game. This guy said, I'm just saying stuff. Maybe this is the first time you ever heard basketball in your life. Wasn't a narrative. That's what happened in the game. They weren't executing. The Lakers executed on the other end. They took advantage of Miami's mistakes. Miami was trying to force things to happen and just recreate things once personnel wasn't able to play anymore. Once Dragic was out, they happened to force them to go to another lineup and situation with Iggy playing a lot more minutes than they have anticipated. So when him being inserted in the game this early, it threw a lot of things out of whack because guys are not used to being on the court with each other this much. Like setup was all wrong. And Rondo coming in, doing what he was doing, he was able to hit threes because they left Rondo open. They gave him a lot of space to shoot the 3. So they took it out of LeBron's hands. AD was going to get some of his. He's going to work hard to get it, but you could live and die with AD's. And long as LeBron was inactive, they had him basically a non-factor. And the main factors was the ancillary pieces of the rest of the bench and the rest of the team. They all hit their shots. They were hitting shots. Caruso was hitting, the stockbroker, because he was open. Pope was hitting shots. They were executing on passes, moving the ball around to each other. And when that all started, when they got the old bum out of the way. So when they came back in the second quarter, first thing they do is start giving the old bum fouls that he wasn't even fouled on. That turned the turntable. That turned the tables around. So when that happened, things started to just sputter and go out of control. Yeah, I mean, Jenny went live, I thought, but she was like, I think Gavin said she went live and it didn't go well or something, and she just like got off of it. Now I think Chris is live at the same time. This is gonna happen. You eventually are gonna go live at the same time eventually. There's only 24 hours in a day. Some people are gonna collide with each other. You gotta always do your thing. LeBron got 10 finals appearances, and that means what? LeBron is garbage. Anything else you want to know? Okay, it's gone down. Yeah. Still hurt. Man, I hit my head. They called a garbage foul for LeBron James, man, and I got so mad I forgot where I was. I was like, I blacked out. I turned around mad and bang! Hit my head, man. I almost knocked myself out. I was so mad. Well, when you're out here trying to hoop in low top gym shoes, that's why I've never been a fan of low top gym shoes. Low top gym shoes is for wearing outside fashion. That ain't for go outside and let's play ball. He out here hooping in low tops. Of course you're gonna roll your ankle. You ain't got no support there. Remember, I played one time in low top. Somebody kicked my ankle. Playing a doggone 21, man, that hurt worse than anything. I don't know if you ever been kicked in the ankle. Somebody kicked my ankle bone. Ooh, man, I was thinking about all the things I could rip out of their body. They were calling bad calls on the Lakers when it was a 30-point lead. They were calling bad calls on the Lakers all game. Dummy, they wasn't calling no calls for the Miami Heat all game. How many times did you see them on the line in the first half? Like none. And they were driving to the hole. But I don't want to hear about LeBron. If you notice, we're not really talking about him because he was a non-factor. He had nothing to do with this whole lead or nothing. LeBron could have not played today, and this game would have been going in the same direction. But let's talk about why was he still in the game and a 30-point lead is up. Is it because he only had 13 points? Oh. And he trying to get a triple-double? Oh. Stat padding. So when you see the final stats, he know his bum fans are going to be looking at the stats instead of watching the game. And they're going to be, LeBron, he was killing, man. Look at that. 25, 13, and 9. Man, he went off. Cause they can't stop Bron. Stat padding. But when the game was on the line and you was in the game, bum, they was up 13 points. They had to sit your butt down in order to make a run. If they didn't sit LeBron, they would have probably lost by 25. He's staying in the game to try to get a triple-double. That's what bums do. You thought AD was soft. Of course he's soft. What you mean? What did he do tonight that was tough? What did he do tonight that is tough? Did you miss the part where I say Anthony Davis could actually play basketball? He can play basketball. He's better than LeBron at playing basketball. But he's soft. Well, none should definitely be out there doing something now. Because none, the reason they came back, he scored like 17 points in like 16 minutes. He was on a spree. And then he was running the offense. They got somebody that could take somebody off the dribble right in front of him. I'm just glad he's healthy, man. He could tell he lost a lot of weight. He lost about 10 pounds when he was sick for those 2 weeks. He lost a lot of upper body muscle. And he's really struggled in the rotation because Dragic was playing so well. It's like we can't bench a guy like that. I mean, people were upset because Anthony Davis once again does all the work, and it was all this kissing up for LeBron James. It was all this kissing up for him. And my thing is, for what? What you kissing up for? He didn't do anything. You know, normally you want to have somebody that's doing what they're doing and being very aggressive and definitely, you know, setting themselves, and they get rewarded. You know, they get rewarded for the hard work they put in. Anthony Davis did enough to be rewarded for what he put in tonight. Instead, they treat him like a sideshow Bob or something. And LeBron is Krusty the Clown. Hey, hey, hey! So is everybody able to hear me now? Can people hear me now? Because they sent something across my screen saying my audio is a little messed up. And people can't hear, might not can hear me. So I'm asking now. Loud and clear, see? I knew they were lying. Can't trust them. Can't trust it. Can't trust it. Can't trust it. I bet they ain't sent a notification. Can't trust it. Here come the bum.
Now you see what I go through, right? For real.
I was saying, man, that they turned me into Nicholas Jacob.
Yeah. You see what I go through now, right?
Oh, yeah.
You get it.
Garcino.
Oh, we done ran you off the camera? What happened?
No. I'm coming on. Give me a sec.
He's like, I'm coming. Give me a second. So we only gonna hear from you when the Lakers win, huh?
No, what are you talking about? I showed up when we lost too.
Oh God.
When you showed up when they lost?
When we lost to the Nuggets, remember? In game 3.
What's going on?
Okay, we'll see. What's up?
What's going on, Cino? It's gonna be all right,
I
man.
just gotta fix my jersey, you know what I'm saying?
You
Oh
look
my
like you
God,
got
really?
the proper vessel,
Okay.
Cino.
Yep. So now I know you happy. So tell me, so why are you so happy when LeBron didn't do anything?
Right.
So I didn't know a near triple double was doing nothing. I didn't know that.
See, there you go. What I
wish I could.
What I tell you?
Yeah.
A near triple double. Do you know he did that when the game was a 30-point lead? Why is he in the game when there's a 30-point lead?
Need to be in the game.
Why is he in the game? Because they made a run and they made it a 12-point game.
They were beating them. They took LeBron out and then they went on the run. LeBron didn't do nothing.
Right. He didn't do nothing. When he was in the league, he got benched because they went up 13.
Did you watch the game, dog?
And the bench came back.
These guys.
So my thing is, he had 13 points.
What game we watching?
Points, and he stayed in the game when it was a 30-point lead. He didn't come out the game. Why not?
I turned the game off in the second quarter, man.
I turned the game off.
AD was in the game.
Yeah, you know why? They
was
padding their stats.
He was balling. AD was balling.
Trying to get a triple-double. And that's why he was mad. You see him slap his hands like this when what's his name? Danny Green missed the three to get
Danny Green was wide open.
He was, oh man, I'm like, dog, you up 20.
Bro, Danny Green missed the wide open shot.
What you doing?
Because oh God.
He missed the wide open shot.
Come on.
Y'all up 20 points. You can make another one.
30. What you crying about? You up 30.
If this man up 40, you're gonna find something. If he's down by 10, you're gonna find something. It's crazy, bro.
Well, they wasn't down by 10. What are you talking about?
Like, come on, dog.
Oh my goodness.
Almost 30 points.
This LeBron fan out, man.
When the game was over, y'all were up 20 with 3 minutes to go, 4 minutes, 5 minutes to go in the game. Why was LeBron out on the floor?
I already expected this type of performance.
If you the head coach, wouldn't you want to take your star player out? You seen all these players get hurt in this game. You saw Bale get hurt. You saw Dragic get hurt. You saw Jimmy Butler get hurt. Wouldn't you want to take your star player out the game so he don't get hurt? If LeBron would have got hurt, the game was already won. You heard it on TV. They said it's a 99.8% chance of the Lakers winning this game in the fourth quarter. LeBron is still playing the fourth quarter.
Damn, Isaiah Thomas only got 2 rings.
Padding those stats. That's why.
He got 2 rings. Like, okay, he got
right.
What are you bringing up Isaiah for?
Isaiah not playing.
Exactly.
He won his up against Jordan. He won his rings going up against Jordan.
LeBron about to have 4. That's 2 times so many rings.
So who LeBron win? He only got like 2 wins over a 60-win team, like team that won over 50 games.
He's going to say 2016.
Facts.
He's up 12. And he didn't even do nothing today. He wasn't even responsible.
And then what kills me is he want to huff and puff against the
talking
He look
about
like a
all of
LeBron
these.
fan.
Yo, what's up? No. Don't
shouldn't be
play
careful.
me.
This
No,
joint
no,
a
no, 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 no,
guarantee.
no, 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 no,
Don't
no.
play
Everybody
me.
have as many as
No, no, no,
Jordan.
no, no, no,
Don't
no,
play
no, no, no,
me.
That's
no.
all I'm
Hold on. Ain't
saying.
no play me, man.
So
You should know
They
I
how
came
wasn't
out
well.
tonight.
Let me just say this.
Y'all just seem kind of better.
Go ahead,
That's
go
just
ahead.
Let
about
me
it.
Let him go.
let me say this. It was great for me, and I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm sure it was.
He looked like a bum, and we still won. I feel awesome, boy. Oh
I
boy,
feel you too.
At
Y'all
least
need
he
man,
to
I've
play.
been
admitted
waiting
he
for
was
this.
a
Like a
bum.
bum all the time, so there's no surprise
You
to
admit
it.
he's
Man,
a bum though.
See, I like that. At least
I
you
mean,
admit that.
no. Oh wait, I'm a Laker fan. I forgot. Hold on.
He's
I
a
mean,
Laker fan,
he
bro.
Are
He's
you
didn't.
not.
are you
He
a
didn't. He
LeBron
didn't
Wait,
put
fan
the
or a Laker
greatest.
fan?
no, he's a Laker fan.
So
No, not a
Laker
LeBron
fan.
fan. He's a
Yeah,
Laker fan.
Are
man.
you a
He didn't put the
LeBron
LeBron
fan
did
greatest
or a
all
on
they
Laker
him.
did.
fan?
All I'm
At least
I'm
he
a
saying
know
is
he a
they
Laker
won't
bum.
win.
I respect that.
But did
I'm
you
a
hear
Laker
me
fan.
at any
All
point in
right,
this
all right.
video said that they cheated the Miami Heat? Nope. I
Nah.
never said that.
No,
I
they
said
didn't.
Nah,
the Miami
Oh,
they
Heat
they
beat they
definitely
terrible.
stuff.
did with Bam Adebayo. They caught that weak second foul on him. I was like,
Oh
that's
yeah,
it.
I
The
mean
game around right
that's
there.
the thing. Those are gonna happen. Those are gonna happen in the game. They're not gonna shoot
It
their
was.
free throw. They only shot 7 3/4. So you're not even going. That wasn't even where the game was lost. They
I
lost
know.
the game.
Because
I
the
just
Rajon
got.
Rondo got in the
Hey,
game because
Chino,
LeBron
Tyler
got
Hero
LeBron.
made
Chino,
bad decisions. Duncan Robinson on the
Chino.
pick and roll off the double team. He couldn't rotate back quick enough to get to the
Hey,
shooter. And they were
Rondo
getting
keeps
Chino.
wide
saving
Right.
us. Rondo keeps
Yeah,
Chino,
and
don't
saving
then
you
us.
when
think?
then when
Don't
LeBron
you
went to the
think
bench and
taking
Rondo came in the
Adebayo out
game,
the game was
that's
a
what turned the
bad
game
look?
around.
Because defensively, you take Adebayo out the game, who is stopping AD? Nobody.
I mean,
Nobody.
yeah, that was
Who was
bad.
stopping AD anyway?
My thing is, you know that coming in the game, Bam gonna get those fouls. You know they finna put fouls on Bam so that they can get open and go work AD in the post because AD wasn't getting nothing tough. They were fronting him. Even when they brought Tyler Hero in there, you see Tyler Hero was fronting him and jumping up, knocking stuff down. They made it tough for AD in there at first. Then the adversity hit. When they start making the run, they panic. The young guys
So
panic in the moment.
This is the
you,
finals. They not
Hey,
used to
so
this.
so
Is their
you
first
think,
time in the finals.
so you
They
think they
did
should
good in the
switch?
playoffs, but this is
You
Tyler
the
think they should
Hero
finals.
did a
switch?
bad job. He did a bad job early on with the
You think
decision
they
making.
should switch Adebayo though? You should think they should put him on somebody else instead of AD so he can stay out of foul trouble.
On
Bam,
who?
where's
I'm
he
gonna
gonna? He
be
don't
honest
have
with
to
you.
be
AD
down
should
there.
get
On
That's where
who?
Bam
MVP.
needs to be. Bam
AD
got to
definitely
be right
finals
there in that
MVP.
position defensively.
But
That's
he
where
He
just
he
started out
does.
the game with
can't have
Jay
at the top of
Crowder.
the key all day. Plus, he got a shoulder injury, and Dwight Howard was just banging on his shoulder and shoving and banging on him. They deliberately was going after Bam physically. That's why Dwight Howard
What do you?
started.
Yeah, they got to
Knew
get
that
him out
Yep.
the way.
He a small center. He a small center. You supposed to go after him
I
physically.
think
I think they did a
I
good
think
job
they
of
need to
pressuring
bring
him like
Udonis
that.
Haslam back in there.
JaVale
What y'all
McGee is
think
more
about that?
What is
So
he
they
gonna
Put
do?
Haslam back in there.
Do his
Put
leg
that
still
goon
work?
back in that lineup. What y'all
no,
think
His
about
I
that?
leg
think
still
Miles
work?
Leonard should
Fino.
have got more. I think Miles Leonard should have got some tick in this
Yeah.
whole procedure, and I think you might see him now in the series. But Miles Leonard should have been playing some. You need a big body in there, so Miles should have definitely been in.
AC no.
Yeah,
I just got one question for you. Why all your
yeah.
LeBron fans sound like Draymond?
Right. Exactly.
Every time you talk about
Right.
LeBron fans, you sound just like Draymond. What's going on?
Man,
What you
what?
trying to
I
say?
sound like Draymond.
Come
Draymond,
on, man. Come on, man. He got a near triple double. That's the same
Right.
voice you
The
use for
difference don't be
Draymond.
Hey,
Boom.
Tino, I
yeah.
got a question
Hey,
for you.
Sino,
Tino,
why is Solomon Hill in the game? Can somebody explain that to me?
See how
he
you come on? You
garbage.
took the words out of my mouth,
Solomon
man. Come
Hill
on.
play.
He
I mean,
garbage.
Solomon, he a scrapper. Solomon Hill
He
is a scrapper. He can shoot threes.
Oh,
So
and
you
he
keep him
Shoot
out there.
he can
threes.
shoot. He can shoot.
You can't.
Shoot what?
I mean, he's all right. He's all
he'll make
right.
some
I
plays on the
remember him as
defensive
I mean,
end
but
that
his
make it
thing
tough.
is he's a scrapper and he's a hustler. He's aggressive. So he aggressively goes after the ball. And
Right.
he defense
We need
defense
offense,
makes
Tino.
things happen.
He's not good enough.
Yeah, but
Tino,
Solomon Hill ain't bring
He
nothing
don't
to
get
the
the
table
job
this
done.
series.
But that's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
Come on,
I'm
man.
disappointed in Taylor. I still haven't heard Taylor's name at all. That man did not show up at all
They had
tonight.
to make rotations quicker than they
You
anticipated.
said who?
Because that's
Valentine?
why Ayton had to come in. Dragic got hurt and was out of the game. Jimmy Butler got hurt, and then people was out in and out. Their rotations was off. So that's
That-
why Iggy was out there.
Yeah,
It was
all
a
I
lot
hear
of
is excuses.
That'll mess the
Yeah,
game.
Usher.
That will mess the game up though.
That's the
Excuses,
truth. That's not
Hero
even.
got to
They
show
say
up.
Planter,
But
But
Hero
that's not outside of
It's
basketball
LeBron.
strategy.
Y'all be
Hero
been
started
on
to
it.
get into his rhythms. Here he was getting in his rhythms. They were coming back, and they came back a little bit and took the lead when he hit that last three. He was in a rhythm. He was hitting his shot, getting into his zone. But then on the defensive end, they were trying to still double LeBron. They were doubling LeBron, and they wanted to switch a double on AD, and they were just like the rest of the bums. They can do what they want.
Hey,
And they
Cino,
They
No,
just
that
gave
was
too
gonna
much
happen.
space.
Y'all
He's an
think-
NBA player. You can't give that
Yeah.
much space to an NBA
you
player.
think they gonna get LeBron
Regardless
an
if they-
MVP?
give him the space. Duncan
Oh,
Robinson
everybody
was
talking
slow
at the
on
same
his
time.
rotation. He was
Yeah,
just
this
slow.
should probably be a sweep
And the
too.
Lakers saw that he was slow. They saw he was slow on the rotations. They said, "Oh, he's too slow." So they kept running
he's
the
a
same
liability.
play. That's
He's
how
food out there.
He's a liability, man.
They ran the same. Lakers ran the same play
Smith.
back to back. They came right up the court. LeBron wasn't even on the game. The game was going too fast.
But
So when they
everybody's
came
been
up,
talking about how Duncan was a liability on the defensive end the whole playoffs. This is
Liability.
not new.
yeah,
This
but
has been going on.
on the double team, they never really. The Miami Heat never really doubled. They double normally come in the paint when they was doubling at the top of the key on
Oh,
LeBron.
okay.
So when they
True story. True story.
come and double team LeBron at on the wing. So then when they swing the ball, if they go to AD, then they switch a double on the wing to double team AD. But when they got Duncan Robinson, that a shooter will shoot out to the corner and they'll get the ball over to him quick because they know Duncan Robinson ain't gonna be able to close that quick in time. He's too slow. So by the
I
time
think that boy KFC stepped up today. KFC stepped up.
that rotation. That's why they took LeBron out the game because he's too slow. They like, look.
Oh, I was so glad about that. I was cheering. I said, I'm so happy they taking it about. Man, he is messing it up, man. He is not helping.
He's too slow.
He's a glorified support player now. He's gotten too old to be the man. He was never really the man anyway to me. He was never really the
Never was.
Yeah, this is what I was trying to say earlier.
no,
We
yeah,
gave
okay,
him
look.
shots and Rondo got the game.
Yo,
man,
Dragic just teared his left foot.
non-existent. What are you
talking about?
No disrespect at all. It's
Cino,
just
Dragic
that
teared his left foot.
y'all think
series
LeBron
is
gonna
over,
get the
man.
MVP?
Tor.
If he averaged
Series
20
is
points a
over.
game?
I'm
They
pissed.
don't give him MVP anyway, even if
No,
AD
if they
score.
do that, I'm telling you now, I'm done. If they do, it's over. Nah, hell no.
20 points a game, get MVP. That's whack.
You cannot be the finals
AD can put up Will
MVP if
Chamberlain
we
numbers,
need you
50
on the
points,
bench for
27
us.
rebounds. It won't matter.
That's
They still
crazy.
gonna get that bum the MVP.
Yep.
Hey, I need some LeBron.
If they do,
Damn, like you not top three.
he's gonna do that.
That's
then
what I'm
the
saying. I
trophy
wish they would have
celebration
kept
and
LeBron
everything,
in
you
early
know?
because he was playing so slow. They couldn't even. It gave Miami time to
Not
set
high
up.
enough.
So when they took him
I
out,
think Dragic is
But I'm
out.
working on it.
they were
I think
doing
Dragic
one
is out.
dribble pass.
I'm working on it, bro.
Dragic
Dragic
probably.
is
I
done.
don't know how long he's gonna be out. But now, see, you gotta understand. Dunn can play. Dunn just needed the spot back. He was coming in, and it was hard for him to play when they kept bringing him in for the short period of time they did. So I was glad he was able to come in and show that he can still play. They need that. They need a guy that can take the guy off the field and get his own shot. And that's how they won all those games.
Yeah, we need
And
Dragic
that's
back.
how you saw it. He was attaching the rim.
Yeah, we need Dragic in there.
Pope can't guard him. Caruso
Yeah,
can't guard
Dragic, he just tore his left foot.
Yeah, we need him back
Cino,
in there. We don't want no problems.
Hey, Cino.
Hey, so Cino, what y'all think? It's gonna be a sweep or what? 5 games? What y'all think?
Six. It's gonna go 6.
Nah, this going to be a sweep.
It'll go 6.
It'll go
They go
6.
6.
Lakers in 5.
I give him like 5. Cino.
I'm
It's not
gonna
looking good right now.
It's gonna be a sweep.
Nah, they gonna give him 2 games. They gonna get 2 games.
Bam, I messed up his shoulders.
Look at this.
Jimmy,
guy.
They ain't getting no 2 games, bro. They too banged up now.
He
dog.
looking like he did
twisted his
something.
ankle twice in the game too. Yeah, man.
Y'all might as well get ready for the coronation. Y'all know the LeBron fans gonna be ready.
Put all my money on the Lakers. Y'all about to
Oh,
all
they,
y'all.
they really could have did the trophy presentation.
He's acting like
tonight.
he's acting like Kobe Bryant right now. He's
Oh,
no laughing.
I went on his Twitter, I think, and told him, I'm like, dude, quit trying to do. You are not Kobe.
You will not Kobe. You never will be Kobe.
The job is not done.
Period.
You will never be Kobe. Man.
You see what happened with
The
Miro?
job is not done.
He is
You see what happened with Miro out here? You ain't Kobe, bro.
What is it to be happy about? The job is not done.
And I had to wait for the guy to come back and try to fix it. I'll be like, oh, you want to try to fix it?
Yeah, knock him out.
Right. I ain't gonna knock him out now. He ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm like, you ain't gonna be able to paint that with no broken hands.
And not that he can't have a picture, but you got to win the ring here first. Win the ring here, then they can put a crown on you and all that shit. Okay, I don't care, but you got to win a ring for us first for them to like just prop you up and
LeBron
that
about to win
lane.
3 more rings. He about 3P.
Right. They saying put the link up. Right now, the link is, we're full right now. Everybody trying to get in. I understand. We're going to rotate some people.
I want Billy to take it.
LeBron fans trying to get in, I'm sure.
Where's Billy, man?
So see,
I couldn't wait for this one. You know I couldn't wait for this.
Oh, that's ghetto pass.
So Cino, after watching tonight's game, from what you're talking about, it looks like Miami had a good strategy because LeBron didn't go off, right? They just didn't execute firmly on the rotation. Because I
Or
can
expect for them to knock down
I
shots.
can live with Pope shooting threes, Rondo shooting threes, the stock exchange broker shooting threes. I can live with that.
It's that freaking zone.
I can live with
That
that.
soft ass zone that they keep doing, bro.
If you said that,
Yeah, hey, when they shoot out that zone, it's a wrap.
Then look, all hope ain't lost for the Heat.
No,
But you know what? It's because they were focused on that middle.
I
in
don't
the
think
zone.
they're out of it. It's just that the injuries keep knocking people in and out of situations. So I don't know. I don't think they say none
Oh,
is
there you
out
go. There you go.
Billy only takes it in
There you
the
go.
Yes, sir.
I never said none was a better player than Rockets, dude.
The job is not done. What is it to be excited for?
Somebody got the audio on.
Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
Somebody's radio.
Somebody needs to turn their radio up.
They got this stream in the background.
Something's going on.
That
there we
was
go.
Harry. That was Harry's audio.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the game, Cino.
Harry, you got to turn your audio down. Audio.
Hey, Dragic, he tore his left foot, so he might be out for the whole series.
Like,
Yeah.
he's done. Four is done.
How all the Miami players got hurt.
That's better.
This is
What did they
crazy.
do to the court today? LeBron almost got hurt in the first quarter.
Who, LeBron?
Got hurt.
Y'all know what's going on. Look at this dude right here, man. Man, take that Lakers jersey off. You ain't no Lakers.
Hey, hold up, boy.
Hey.
No.
Hey, where's your Cleveland?
Hey,
I'm ready.
he ain't do nothing tonight. Hey, he was on the bench. Y'all know what's going on.
That was the best part of the game.
Oh yeah, I see what happened tonight. Anthony Davis went off. I seen Anthony Davis went off tonight.
Nothing. He was front running the whole third and fourth.
You need a Rondo jersey.
Yeah, you need a Rondo jersey. You need to put on
Rondo playing point guard is
You need to
really
put
gonna
an
do it
Anthony
for
Davis
him.
jersey on.
Instead of that old man trying to play point
hell.
fans always gotta hide. Why you gotta
Right.
He looking like he ain't got no faith in what he's saying right now. That's why y'all is crazy. You talking that ish. Got the wrong jersey on. You need to have
Right.
AD.
You need to
Get out
put
of
on
here,
Anthony Davis and Rondo.
Let me ask you a question. Hey, bro, you want to purge or something? It's purge night.
I thought they had a better bench than us.
Is it purge night or something? You got a whole socket over your face, man. What's going on?
He trying to get some
He about to go hit a lick.
That's
what I'm saying. He gonna hit a lick and blame it on LeBron. That's why he wearing LeBron jersey.
That's a LeBron fan right there. That's the face of a LeBron.
Hey, bro, it's cool, bro. I'm just messing with you, bro.
The whole game. He ain't do nothing.
How you gonna say he impacted the whole game, bro? What you talking about?
The best impact that he gave us was when he got on the bench and let us play right, and then you can come in trying to try.
What did he do, bro?
Man, he LeBron fan. Give me headache. Absolutely nothing, bro. All he did was
Hey,
don't even watch the game. Just click on Sports Center.
That's all they do. He on a real Lakers fan. He'll tell you who balled out tonight. Did LeBron ball out tonight?
Of course he did.
LeBron did not ball out tonight. I'm sorry.
He definitely
He's
did
a
not.
real Lakers fan. And he's a
He
real Lakers
didn't.
fan.
LeBron, he was slow footing the whole beginning of the game. He had us running slow.
That's why he hating on LeBron.
No, I'm telling you the truth. He had us running slow. When we put him on the bench,
that's why he hating.
Yeah, but when we put him on the bench, we were able to run a little bit more fluidly. We got the lead. Now you can come in because you need to be in the league.
He ain't do nothing. What did he do?
This guy sounds like my mother-in-law. That's why I don't respect LeBron fans. She's a real hater, and then all of a sudden, oh, I got me a Laker jersey. I think I'll take it.
Exactly.
Right.
We real Laker fans over there, goddammit.
You a hater, but when you watch the game, you a hater.
And as soon as LeBron
was out there big boy. We was out there.
And as soon as LeBron,
I want to hear him. I gotta hear what he got to say.
All these fake Laker fans will be gone.
So what do you got to say? What do you got to say about LeBron's performance tonight?
I think that he was a nice facilitator, bro. He came in and impacted the game, bro.
Rondo was a better facilitator, bro. Do you watch? Did you play basketball?
His presence on the court alone draws so much attention.
That's not no.
Did you play basketball? AD was more effective.
His presence on the court, bro.
AD's presence was more effective.
Right. He was on the bench when they came back.
That means nothing.
He was on the bench.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay.
Rondo turned the game around.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Right.
Did AD carry LeBron to this finals?
Of course not.
Of course not.
Idiot LeBron. No.
Just like I said, bro.
Now I will say this. I'll give LeBron some credit for the regular season. He did have a pretty good regular season at times.
Nope.
But no, he did not carry him.
Nope.
And he's definitely not carrying us through now.
So you don't feel like AD's carrying him?
AD's free throws have been carrying us, bro. Because that's just really
Yes, it has.
AD putting people in foul trouble and going to the line and actually knocking them down is what's really been doing it for.
And he hits mid-range. His mid-range is consistent.
Those people were able to get those numbers is because they kept doubling LeBron, bro.
No,
they kept doubling AD too. So everything you're saying about LeBron, you can say about AD.
His presence.
So how could you say AD? I mean LeBron more than AD.
Absolutely nothing. If you're not contributing,
not even
throughout the game.
AD averages. Hold up. AD averages 4 points, more rebounds, more defensive plays than LeBron. Why
Yes.
you worried about LeBron when you got this guy out here who can shoot threes and he can stretch the floor?
And hit mid-range consistently, hit free throws, get 10 boards a game. Are you kidding me?
But they was doubling
AD.
LeBron.
Okay, KHTG. Yeah, Rondo might have had 7, 3, and 4, but he played point guard. The way a point guard's supposed to play.
He was attracting the double
Rondo
team.
played.
LeBron cannot play point guard no more. Maybe there was a time. Maybe there was a time.
He's a good
But
passer. He's a
consistently,
good
no. That's
passer.
over with.
What else? Yeah, okay, you can pass the
Why
ball. What
y'all
else?
acting like
Nothing.
y'all don't know? We decided to run our offense through AD. Y'all know this, dog.
Decided.
Because that was the best idea.
Y'all been running
Logic.
Is you smoking something?
LeBron agreed. He said, yeah, that's the way we should do it. Let that young nigga run.
They would have never benched Kobe Bryant in the first quarter.
Right.
Hell no.
Never.
Never. He would look at the coach stupid.
That was their regular rotation.
LeBron, Kobe Bryant's worst finals performance was at Game 7 against the Celtics, and he still put up 15 rebounds. Man, that boy played.
And he had and let's talk about the messed up knee, the broken finger. Still played.
We ain't got, that goes without saying. I'm talking about. Let's talk about when the rubber meets the road. Let's talk about the fight. The only one he had. He had 15 rebounds. That's his worst one.
And look at that Celtics team.
Fan than a Laker fan.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. He's a LeBron fan.
Don't know nothing about the Lakers.
I'm a Laker fan.
LeBron better
At all.
That's what I do know.
Y'all just tread all over it, talking about LeBron.
Right.
Nah, I'm a Laker fan.
Two seasons ago, he was wearing a Cleveland jersey.
So much better.
And 2 seasons ago, he was wearing a Clipper jersey.
And Rondo was killing it with the second.
And then 3 seasons after that, he was wearing a Heat jersey.
He's like he was wearing a Heat jersey.
All right. He was wearing a Heat jersey back in 2000.
Where's your Cleveland jersey at?
Right,
I want to see your Cleveland jersey. Do you got a Heat jersey?
He watched the game at all. He just saw the stat line and said, LeBron went off.
How long you been a Laker fan?
He would have got their numbers.
Yeah,
Hey, yo, Anastasia, how long you been a Laker fan?
He drew the double team every time.
He started stat padding at the end of the game, dummy.
Bro, what you mean stat pad, bro? The game went over.
This sound like Trump.
The game went over.
This sound like Trump.
Anastasia sound like
if you got a hey,
you know what it is.
listen, if you got a triple double,
Yeah, just show the top part, bro. Just show the top part. Yeah, that part. Yeah, just show that part.
Yeah.
Let
Man,
me ask you a question.
put that shirt down.
Yeah, just show that part.
He said, put that shirt down.
Present time and day. We're in the present.
one championship ring from us is worth 15 from LeBron. We went through Mike, Larry, and Magic. You can't
This is a
say
good
that.
question though. If you could get the triple double, why
He
not
only
get
got
the
about
triple
2.
double?
And don't even get me started, man.
If you could get a triple double,
If you could get the triple double, why not get the triple double?
where's your Cleveland from? Where's your Cleveland jersey at?
Don't forget about that championship we snatched in 04.
Hey, hey, look, y'all say he's stat padding. That mean they should have
How
stopped
long
him.
you been
though.
a Laker
If you
fan,
can
man?
stop the man, then
Answer his question. How long you been a Laker fan?
So that just lets you know that they could stop.
I was born in 1985, so about this.
How long?
Oh no, you valid. Yeah.
Oh, you wasn't talking to me?
No, I'm talking about the one with the LeBron jersey.
That's all I'm saying.
Anastasia, how long you been a Laker fan, B?
Is that your real name?
Yeah,
Okay, but
How long you been a Laker fan?
about 2 years.
And this is what I have to do. And this is what I have to do. This is what I have to deal with, man.
I'm a Laker fan.
Drive me to drinking. Drive me to drinking. I quit.
Speaking of which,
Basically, that means he can
See why I can't stop smoking?
That means he can do it. He want to do it. He want to do it. Because
Oh, Frank, no, he couldn't. He's only been a Laker for 2 years.
It's that simple.
Terrible, man.
He couldn't
He can do
even
what he
made
want
the
to do
Lakers
when
in
he
the
want to
80s.
do it.
Because Space Jam gonna
They
be
can
whack.
stop him.
Like,
He cannot stop him.
Yeah, Andrew, at least he was being honest. At least he
Yeah,
was
that's
being
basically
honest.
what the show garbage,
no,
bro.
listen, I give him respect for that. 'Cause most people would have been
It's
like,
on
I've been a
Fox.
fan for 10 years. They would have lied. He told the truth.
I've been a fan of
Look, this is my whole thing though.
I started watching
Yeah,
basketball.
y'all complaining
Ghetto
about
Pat
stat
was
padding. Why
dangerous.
y'all want to complain about their defense to stop him from stat padding?
What are you talking
Bro,
about?
the game is
Performance was subpar.
Listen. If you put some defense on him, then he can't run his numbers up.
Oh, y'all had
Can't put
30
him on Vegas.
Look at him. Takashi in there. He's trolling. Takashi, man. That's why he covering his face.
He comes down the court, he's barreling.
He's trolling, man.
That's
How you
basketball
put
logic.
defense on somebody that's throwing bowls and
That's
shoulders?
basketball logic.
Now y'all was up 30 points game long.
Hey, that's basketball logic. If you put defense on him, he can't run his numbers up, bro. So basically, y'all just letting us know he can do what he want to do whenever he want to do it.
He's throwing bowls and If he got hurt, then what would have happened? If he would have got hurt,
He just would have came back game two.
Hey,
if
Anastasia,
he
I
got
got
hurt, stat padding is all
Do
you
you
got.
think LeBron is better than Kobe?
Out
Do I
there.
think LeBron James is better than Kobe?
Harry, hold on.
I mean, yeah, but it ain't.
All right, I'm out. I'm out.
Give us an answer, man. Hold on.
Good though.
Why do you feel that way?
Look, just
Please
because I
explain.
feel better than
No, it's
Kobe
over,
don't
it's
mean
over.
that Kobe ain't nice. Kobe was nice too, but LeBron better, bro. He was just a.
Whoa. Whoa.
Because he dragged bums to the finals. That's why.
Passing the basketball because he jumped high. It's not because he jumped high.
Mr. Bean,
no bums to the finals.
Hey,
Mr.
Anastasia.
Bean always
Look at the game Kobe Bryant
He got
took
swept
in
twice.
2000 when he won the championship in 2009. Compare
He got
that
swept
team
twice.
to
He got swept
anything
twice.
LeBron has won
He
a
got swept
championship
twice.
with.
Right.
Compare Kobe Bryant's 2009 team to
Gasol
any
was an
team
animal
that
back then,
LeBron
bro.
has won a championship with.
Right.
Their blockbuster trade was Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard. A broken down Dwight Howard. That's what Kobe Bryant had to deal with. A broken down Dwight Howard.
An immature Dwight Howard that thought he was better than he is.
Jordan Farmer.
All the players and compare them to LeBron.
We ain't even gonna talk about the
Oh, speaking of that, hold on. Let me pull up the rosters.
Yo, did y'all see that dunk LeBron hit right at the halftime though?
Who cares about
that? I'm a Lakers fan, and I'm a Lakers fan, and I'm telling you.
You know.
That's a 2K player. That guy plays 2K. That's all.
No. That ain't no Lakers fan.
He's with NBA Live.
Listen. If you won, he ain't no Lakers fan.
Nah, he play NBA Jams. He an arcade.
You a Kobe fan, bro. You ain't no Lakers fan.
I am a Kobe fan, so what? But I'm a Lakers fan. I've been a Lakers fan.
Then why you mad?
Because your man
is honest.
Your man.
What he do, man? What he do besides go on?
Yeah, can I speak on it?
Right, you gonna take Kobe Bryant locker. You gonna be so disrespectful. You ain't even show up to the funeral. After you trying to rep them, come about. Oh, I ain't want to steal the spotlight. You ain't gonna steal the spotlight.
Hey yo,
LeBron is a great player, bro. He's not
a great player at all.
Michael Jordan,
he knew that he was going to be a top pick because he didn't show up, so they would be talking about him.
LeBron is a bomb.
Yes,
he knew that they were going to be talking about him, but not showing up, so he didn't. He wanted to be the center of the
You got to do the Skip Bayless, bro. You got to say 10 nice things about LeBron when we win these series. You know.
Can I say something?
10 nice things.
10 nice things. You got to do the Skip Bayless, baby. You got to do it.
Black woman.
You got to do it.
He put me on the T Grizzy.
Can I say something?
Yeah, what else? Nothing.
Can I say something?
I can't get
you got to hit us with the Skip
Let NBA
Bayless.
skills get it word in real
Can I
quick.
say something? Can I say something?
Go ahead,
go ahead.
Yeah, hear me?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna just be real, right? And you can relate to this, right? The problem that I have with LeBron, and the real basketball fans know this, right?
It's his fans.
The problem is a great player will take on any challenge. They don't try to find ways to escape the great players. Win or lose, people will give respect to the great players that challenge other great players in their era. When
I
you
want
try to,
I want to show I'm better than you. I don't want you to play with me.
Yeah, because here's the thing, right? I'm not saying that LeBron's not a decent player, but when you are afraid to go against the players in your era that are considered great, but then you play low tier players and then you try to front run like you're the best player, but then you want people to give you credit.
Hold on, you're gonna have to explain that, bro. What do you mean by scared to play?
He
can only play who's
what I mean is, right?
He wasn't done.
He can only play who's
He wasn't done. Let him explain it. He wasn't done.
Hold on, let him talk. Let him talk.
What I mean is, just like on Undisputed Day, right? They had Shannon Skip debate who was the GOAT and talking about like Shannon talking about why LeBron's a GOAT, why MJ's a GOAT. But the thing is, the respect that Jordan and Kobe and great players get is that they never duck and hide from the challenge. Anybody that's considered great in the league, they play against. They're not afraid. Win or lose, you get that respect because you say, "Hey, I'm considered a great player. I played against the best players in my era, and I played with heart. I didn't join teams. I didn't try to get multiple Hall of Fame, considered multiple Hall of Famers to join me to beat up on other things.
This is what you gotta understand, bro.
Other players, excuse me. Now, I'm not saying that other great players haven't done that. What I'm saying is,
that's what you gotta understand, bro. They was not bringing nobody into Cleveland to help this man, dude. Like, no matter how much you
I understand that, but here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, right?
Not only that, he went to a bum-ass Lakers team, bro. He went to a bum-ass Lakers team. You acting like he went to a stacked deck, bro. That
Lakers team had a whole bunch of talent. Had a whole bunch of talent. They didn't have a good team. It was a whole bunch of high draft picks. That was trade problems.
Don't get it wrong. He made it right. When LeBron's in Cleveland, don't get it wrong. I understand he had to deal with the owner, and the owner was really messed up. I get that. But the thing is, what LeBron should have did, even though he had to deal with a messed up owner, if he'd have trusted the process and stayed, Kyrie he had other players that came in through the draft.
They probably wouldn't have got a number one pick. They probably wouldn't have got a number one pick. He wouldn't have been bad enough to get a number one pick.
When does Scottie Pippen carry Michael? Hey, did Scottie Pippen ever carry Michael Jordan? Ever?
Not one. Not one.
No.
Mike got sick.
And Mike moved out. Sick and all.
Even when Shaq was there, Kobe was never a sidekick.
But who you trying to say?
Never. If it wasn't for Coach, they wouldn't have been Indiana.
Obviously, here's the issue.
Sidekick don't average 30. Sorry. Sidekick don't average 30.
Who
Pippen never carried. Pippen never carried.
People forget that in the defense he played on Reggie Miller. People don't forget about the defense he played on Reggie Miller, and Reggie had a terrible series against Kobe.
What about AI? What about Allen Iverson?
On his roster.
And Kevin
about Allen Iverson
in the first NBA Finals.
Perfect example. Allen Iverson.
Replace Kobe.
Allen Iverson was going off. Allen Iverson was going crazy. And he got on and that was over with.
Played the competition in front of him. Like when Allen Iverson played Vince Carter, he could have found a way to duck it high, but he didn't. He played Vince Carter and the Raptors. That was a good series. When the Sixers played the Raptors, that was a good series.
Yeah.
He played everybody straight up. Allen Iverson ain't ducking high for nobody. When Allen Iverson had to go, he didn't hide.
Realistically, do you guys think that Kobe had a conversation with AI about doing each other?
Everybody, all the players want to be
Hold on, I got a quick question for everybody. I got a quick question for everybody.
Think about it though. Who was AI's idol? Who was AI's idol? It was MJ, right? So by him watching the greats, he said, "Look, I don't care who I'm playing against. I'm gonna go ahead and give my heart out 100%
That
every
was
night.
him, bro.
He
Like,
didn't
that-
make no
Hold on,
excuses.
bro. Let him talk,
There's-
man.
there's-
He didn't make no
no-
excuses.
Bro, he's not even done, man.
Bro, that was
He
his,
didn't make
that
no
was his
excuses.
mentality,
I'm a Bulls
dog.
fan. Look, AI didn't make no excuses when he played against Kobe and Shaq, and he knew the team was better. He didn't make no excuses. He straight up balled and played with what he had. He didn't try to get no help or try to find excuses or try to go to another team. He didn't do none of that shit. He played like how they played
First
back
of
in the
all,
90s.
you don't
and
know
80s,
what he
which a
did,
lot of
dude.
these
We
young
in a
fellas don't
different day and
understand
age.
for the fact that
The only
to come
reason
from
why you
somebody
know
who played
LeBron
basketball.
true players is
Huh?
Do
because
you
they don't
realistically
we don't
believe
know
that
what
these
I ain't gonna lie.
players,
I
that those
really want to
players
hear what
had
he
those
got
It's
to
kind of
been
say.
going on
conversations?
I
forever,
really
bro.
want to hear what
It's
he
been
got
going
to
on
say.
forever, bro. He was trying to recruit players to come to the Sixers, dog. He was.
Like who? Like who?
He was. Y'all just don't
Like
know about it. It
who?
just wasn't in the media.
Like who?
It just wasn't
Like
in the media. Y'all just
who?
don't know about it.
Bro,
Like
this
who?
is
Who
why I'm down with
Who
you.
you talking
This is why I
about?
had
We don't
this
know
is what
about it because it didn't exist.
I'm
Exactly.
look,
Like
this
who?
Heard about
is
that.
No,
this
the
Wait,
is what
the
Jimmy with
cell
LeBron,
phones
right?
didn't exist.
Y'all remember this too. This was Kimmy with LeBron, right? When they played in
And don't hurt
2016
nobody,
finals,
Nicholas.
when
Don't hurt nobody.
LeBron knocked down Draymond Green,
I'm asking a question.
when LeBron knocked down Draymond Green to get Draymond Green suspended, I'm like, come on, Brian. Why
It
you gotta
was
go through
one
the tactics
game, bro.
to beat the Warriors?
It was
You
one
could have
game.
just played straight up. Even if you didn't lose, I would have given you ultimate respect. Because I would say, you know what? He played against a better team. He played straight up. He didn't bitch. He didn't complain, and he lost. You had to get Draymond Green suspended. You had to
It was
injure
one
Andre
game.
Iguodala. You had to
All right,
hurt Andrew Bogut.
so what
And then you
game
talking
was
about
that?
Yo,
you a
that's
goat?
not
Game
Come
five?
important.
on,
You
man.
got a
Was
skill.
that game
Come
five?
That's not
on.
important.
What
You
are
don't
you
got a
Was
talking
skill
that
about?
game
set.
five?
Let's talk about his game. Fuck all that other
Was
shit.
that
You
Right.
don't
game
got a
five or
skill
no?
set.
Hey, watch the language though.
You got a
Watch the language,
skill
man.
set.
Yeah,
Fuck
Was
yeah.
that Kobe
And
Bryant?
everybody hit the like button.
You good?
You
You
don't got a
good?
skill set.
Yo,
Look,
was
What's his
that
skill?
Kobe Bryant fan
Forget
talking about?
all the behind the scenes. What's his skill set? What does he
What's
do?
whose skill set?
Dude, what
Hold
is he?
on, me or
When you
LeBron?
play 2K, what you do with LeBron? You pass the ball or you run through the middle and just barrel over it? Like what you do?
Exactly.
Bro, listen.
Look, what you do?
That's his skill.
Well,
If that's the case, why
he
everybody
got
don't
That's
do it?
not
Why
no
everybody have
skill.
to?
That's
not a
he
skill.
got that.
That's a
He
skill.
got that look at the ground and
What is
then
your name? What is your name on the panel? NBA skills?
It's a style of play,
That
bro.
is
Y'all
not
can
no
say
skills. What skills are
look,
you
Run
doing?
him over.
Hey,
Run him over.
listen,
It's not
y'all
getting
just
skills.
listen to
Look,
Please get
Kobe
him.
one
Please
time.
let me get him.
Kobe last interview.
look, I just put a
Kobe
name
in the
up there.
last interview.
Skills.
Let's listen to
Let
Kobe
me get
last
him.
interview in the
Look,
Get
last
him. I want
look,
to.
I
interview.
just
I
put
want
a
to
And
name
get
what
up
he
there.
said about LeBron. That's
Oh.
still
It's
the
like
same.
listen.
You know I
I
love
just put a
playing.
name up there. Look, I just put a name up there. It wasn't that serious. I just put a name up there so I can get in the chat. I just put a name up there so I can in the chat so I can tell my piece on it. But coming
What's
from
his
a
skill
Bulls
set,
fan,
man?
we was
right?
trying to hear something.
Look, coming from a Bulls fan,
All right, hold on,
coming
NBA
from a
skills.
Bulls fan.
Wait a minute, bro.
Look,
Wait a minute.
look,
We trying to hear something.
I'm a little Bulls fan. I know my team is not playing well.
Who? Hey, hello.
All
Wait,
right, here we go.
Championships, but about the down years because we didn't run. We didn't run. We played through all that stuff. We got our championships, and we did it the right way.
We did it the right way.
Who you think he was talking to?
Who is we? Who is we? Who is we?
Kobe. Tell him
Kobe
Kobe
and his teammates. Help that, bro.
I'm more proud not of the championships.
Down years.
We.
Down years.
And what he
Play
said.
through it.
Who is we though?
Went through the grind.
Can I ask you?
Hell, you talking about who is we? The team.
Bro, they have to bring. They have to bring in players.
That's what a real leader is. He
They
includes
have to bring in players.
He don't just include himself like
Let's
does.
not act
He
like
just
he
talks
did it with
about
a team.
himself in everything.
Y'all making it sound
Who you
like
talking about? Who you talking about?
I ain't never heard Kobe talk about himself and say GOAT moment.
Right.
Exactly.
It was already people from the past.
I don't even think I remember hearing Jordan say that. You let other people call you GOAT. That's when you know you do.
Right.
Yep.
Hey, replace Kobe Bryant and put LeBron James on this team. Are they winning the championship in 2010?
Hell no.
Hell no.
He didn't do it with the team that was already.
Are these players getting traded or what? Are they going to stay the whole season?
Hold up, everybody. Hold up. So let me ask you this: if Pau Gasol is such a great player, why did the Grizzlies trade him for Kwame Brown and his brother in 2 years?
What about
why did they do that? Pau Gasol
Tell me how Kobe. Talking about Kobe was
any team that LeBron had.
None of these players will last the whole season.
So what is you talking about?
Pelicans traded AD to the Lakers. That ain't our fault. He was
Yo,
traded.
man.
Hey, D was traded.
Did you see what Kobe had
I've
to
been
deal with?
listening to all of this, man. Ain't nobody ain't nobody won no championship 1-0. It's only the first game. It's only the first game, man. This series is far from over, man.
This is the best sports out of the show
Look,
going around.
Miami just got to get the butterflies out their stomach.
What butterflies?
They never been hitting the mouth like that. They ain't never went against the fix like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, Miami got to get the butterflies out their stomach.
I'm sorry, you can't fix injuries, though. You can't get butterflies out of injury.
Kobe demanded to be traded because the team wasn't making any moves.
Man, T, they done, bro.
Don't talk about Kobe.
Make it a better team.
No, because I'm looking at the chat. They was like, "Oh, Kobe Bryant demanded a trade because they wasn't making any moves."
That's all LeBron.
When LeBron got
exactly.
When LeBron got to the Lakers,
you don't have the right to talk about Kobe if you're LeBron.
Hey, he got
It's
traded.
easy for a good player to average good points and bad things. You know what I'm
What
saying?
can LeBron
No,
do?
he talking about playoff mode, and he sucked at this stretch last year. What happened last year? He came back in the
3-12.
playoffs. He talking about I'm at the beginning of playoff mode.
We talking about the Lakers right now.
And he choked. So you guys don't got
Right now, he's acting like Kobe right now.
Last year,
last year what? They were in ninth place, had a chance to make the playoffs. What happened? He quit. He quit like a little girl, like he always does.
He ain't quitting right now, though.
Yeah, because he got Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis got traded there.
He got Anthony Davis. He got the refs complaining for him.
Hey, just like Paul got traded, Anthony Davis got traded, all right?
I don't hate
Who traded him there? LeBron did.
LeBron. So you telling me LeBron?
Because he needed help.
So you telling me LeBron?
That's why Dennis Griffin was there in New Orleans. Make that trade happen.
LeBron went to the Pelicans front office and demanded a trade?
Yes.
He went to the Pelicans front office and demanded a trade.
LeBron had a meeting with him the night before he asked for the trade. What is you
the
talking
Pelicans front
about?
office?
Speaking
Yes.
They was dumb enough to do it. What about the mean? Hey, what about the mean Kawhi had though?
The man's is right. We talk about LeBron. He's not even here.
Always try away from the top of the talk about somebody else.
Yo, it's always convenient for y'all to bring it up.
Always
I don't hate LeBron. I just want LeBron to just play the competition straight up.
Listen. Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis went the next day and requested a trade.
Yeah, Kobe's so great.
What that mean? What that
He
mean?
finally went with LeBron's agent.
This guy.
Can I say something real quick, y'all, before I break out?
Yeah.
Yo, you know what the problem with Bron is? Because I love Bron. I just don't. I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a Kobe fan. Like I don't. It sounds crazy to me because we all have eyes. I hate it. But like before I get out, I gotta say this. The problem with Bron is his fans. It's dudes like him, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, give me.
That and the free throw shoot.
1 minute. What's that? Yo, Bron came out of high school.
You say
he should shoot free throws better. He really should.
Hold on.
I mean,
he came out of high
he's gonna
school.
win regardless.
He didn't go to college. He was never really coached. So he's LeBron a great player. He's just
he's physically gifted. He's more physically gifted. He does have good IQ.
Back to the basket game.
But he's physically gifted.
Like steroids.
Nick is like a Papa Bro, dog.
Y'all confused. I could talk about Kobe because I watched Kobe drop 81 in the game.
Please don't turn purple, dog.
Man, bro, they had Kevin Durant. So what we gonna do?
81 was good, but he's still not better than LeBron.
Got in the championship in Cleveland. That was Kyrie that did that.
No, it wasn't.
You said that 81 wasn't.
It really wasn't. Kyrie
Shot the from ahead, dude. What are you talking about?
Kyrie was the only matchup problem in that whole thing.
Listen,
Right.
there would have been a lot of
LeBron was neutralized by of all
By
people,
nobody.
Draymond Green.
How you
Yes,
gonna,
he
how you
was.
gonna neutralize
They
Y'all
were
remember
going
that
back and
game?
forth,
Y'all
triple
remember
double
that
for
game?
triple double. What are you talking about? They were
Right.
neutralized.
Draymond played the game too.
The only person that was a problem for the Warriors was Kyrie Irving.
Not even.
That's real talk.
Draymond Green was
Which year you talking about? You talking about 16 or 15? You talking 16 or 17?
47. He finished with 47, 11. What you talking about? My nigga, you're not a basketball. You don't watch basketball.
Yeah,
Like, you
they
don't watch
neutralized.
basketball.
If you the best player on the team, if you're the best player on the team and you're neutralized by role players, then you lost.
What do you mean by
Right.
neutralized?
Right.
If they going point for point, rebound for rebound, assist for assist, they were going triple double for triple double.
Go look up the
A
stats
neutralizer
right
is
now.
when you the superstar on the other team.
Go look up the stats right
And
now.
you
Go look up the stats and be quiet. Go look up the stats right now. Bro, go look up the stats.
Ask he know. I'm sure he know.
Which year y'all talking about, though? You talking about 2016 or 2017? Which year you talking about?
Stop running your mouth and go look up the stats.
Wait. What are you talking? You talking about 2017?
I'm talking about the year they won in 2016. Stop running your mouth and go pull up the stats.
I watch this basketball. I'm obsessed. I watch every.
Then go pull up the stats, bro.
It's a reason why. It's a reason why LeBron went on that interview stage and said, "Oh, it's just things you don't do on the basketball court as a man," and acted like a little sissy to make sure boy got make sure. It's a reason why he did that.
Yo, stop trying to go.
You can be delusional if you want. It's true.
Right.
You know, I kind of give LeBron props for that championship.
Listen.
I kind of give LeBron props because he was desperate.
Neutralization.
He was desperate.
Yo, go pull up.
He was desperate, so he got somebody.
He did everything he had to do.
That it was a reason why
Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love.
That he could do.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving
his power
and Kevin Love and a whole bunch of supporting cast.
Nobody pulling up the stats though.
And Kyrie was
that's the only time he played the championship.
Bro, what did LeBron do today? What did LeBron do today?
But see, LeBron's so worried about. The problem with LeBron is he wanted to win so bad. Don't get wrong.
The stats could deceive you. We just see. Hold on. My bad. We just seen Russell Westbrook did not even play good in the.
I know he dominated. I don't have
No. Listen, you just seen Russell Westbrook have like a 30-point game and he didn't even play good. Stats doesn't mean anything.
Right.
It could be deceiving if you don't watch the game. He didn't even have a good. He didn't even.
We didn't go by stats. We watched the game growing up. We didn't care about the stats. It was W or L.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, Nicholas.
Can I say something?
What's up, brother? What's up, brother?
Harry, can I say something? Harry, can I say something? Harry, can I say something? Can I say something real quick?
Stats, buddy.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead, Nicholas.
He lost.
All right, let me look. Hold on. Can I say something real quick? Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
In the words of Uncle Frank, man, we didn't had this chat. We didn't had this chat in one of the back streams, man. The game is not played on a stat sheet; it's played on the basketball court, dog.
Right.
Facts over stats. Facts over stats.
Listen, then why he still put up the numbers though? Why he still put up the numbers?
Because he's paid.
That's like saying
you just see
because you use the stats.
You just seen the Lakers was up 30. You just seen that the Lakers. My bad.
So
you just seen the Lakers was up 30 points, and this man was still playing in the game.
Right.
He's adding his stats to make his stats look good.
The game ain't over to the clock strike zero, bro. That's when the game over.
He knows what he's trying to do. He's trying to get to that MVP. He's trying to be MVP of the finals.
Led by 30 points in the fourth quarter, dude.
Hey, listen.
Led by 30 points.
They can stop him, then he can't.
Led by 30 points. And you want to talk about the game
If
wasn't
they can
over?
stop him, then
Are
he
you
can
serious?
stop him. What you
Are
saying
you
though, it
serious?
don't matter.
And
It
people
don't
like
matter.
that, people
Stop
that say
him.
stuff like that, don't act
Stop
like there's no such thing as garbage time.
Listen,
You know
stop
it's garbage
that
time.
then. Stop
Ain't nobody
stop
really
at it.
playing no more. Knock it off.
Right.
We already know.
Can
Nah, you can't play us
stop
like that.
him?
We ain't gonna
Oh,
let you
man.
keep on saying that.
Because
We ain't gonna let you
you
keep
can't
on
stop
saying
him
that.
from
You
scoring,
playing.
bro.
You playing. You
Stop
skewing the
him though.
argument. You skewing the argument to make it sound good, but the truth
Right.
is, garbage points and garbage time is a real thing. And
Then
when the
stop him
superstar
then.
player
Then
is
stop
playing in
him. Then
garbage
stop
time,
him. Then
if the
stop him.
superstar player is playing in garbage time, he's gonna pick up at least.
Then
Come on,
stop
man. You
him
already know
then,
this.
bro.
Knock it off.
Right.
Knock it off.
Exactly.
Then stop him.
He playing against the
Jimmy
bad guys.
Butler was still on the
What we
bench.
talking
Really was.
about? Knock it off, man. Knock it
All
off.
they
Knock it off.
starters was still in.
You
All they heavy
You're
hitters was
not
still in
talking
the
to
game.
words, man. We
Tyler
let you
Hero and
get
them
that
dudes was
off.
still in the game.
We let you get that off. We let
Hey,
you
look,
get that off.
hey,
But we ain't gonna
hey,
continue because
the
you're not
dudes
dealing
that
with
y'all was
rookies,
sat
bro.
around earlier was
You
still in the
dealing with
game.
people that
Tyler
really know
Hero, they was
basketball.
still in the
Bro,
game. Jimmy
it's
Butler was
just
still
like,
in the game. All those dudes y'all was
bro,
sat
Because
right
they
earlier
were
was
trying to
still in
come
the
back
game.
when
It
you're
was
Throttle
down.
aging.
down.
Dragic got out the
Throttle
first
down.
quarter.
Ain't
You know,
nobody worried about
Bam,
no
that was
The
out
Dragic.
the
Lakers
second
were winning
quarter
by
and the
30.
third.
Ain't
Come
nobody
on,
worried
man.
about
Y'all
no
was up by
Dragic,
30.
dude.
Yeah, boy,
bro,
What do you
yeah,
mean? Dragic is the point guard. He's
Ain't
supposed to
nobody
play
worried
every
about no
point.
Dragic, dude.
bro,
You were
it's just
idiots,
like
man.
That's
NFL.
somebody that
It's just like,
Yo,
scores.
it's
That's
just like,
this
somebody
my
that
whole
scores and
point right here, yo.
facilitates.
it's just
You
like
ain't got
NFL.
no point.
My whole point
It's just like
is,
NFL, right?
my whole point
It's like
is,
NFL. It's just like NFL, right? If you're not watching the games, right? How many players get picked to
Don Dada, come
the
in.
All
Right.
Star? But think about it though. How many players in the NFL get picked to the All Star, right? But if you look on, if you watch the games, how many running backs have had better stats and better numbers than players in the NFL that go to the All Star game? You know what I'm saying? Unless you watch the game, you wouldn't
These
know.
are
You see
facts.
what I'm saying?
I mean,
Because if
dude,
you watch, you be like,
football
damn,
is
you be
different,
like,
bro.
this
Football
many
different.
yards,
That
this many
ain't
Football's
carries,
different.
the
this
same
many
premise.
Like,
receptions.
dude,
It's the same
why you
premise.
think
It's the same
everybody on Julio
premise.
Jones? Hold on, why you think everybody on Julio Jones team got better numbers than him? They don't mean they better than him.
I wouldn't say Dragic is a number 2. He's like a number 3.
Bro,
Bam
Man,
is
the
the number
first
2.
time,
never gonna do
man, the
nothing,
first
bro.
time I root for Jimmy Butler and he plays like this, man.
I mean,
Dude, he
listen,
was
he
hurt.
played defense.
Dude,
He's
he
Playing
was
hurt.
hurt, bro.
I'm not gonna make up.
Of course he was
I'm
playing
gonna be
like
honest,
crap.
man. He was hurt, bro.
He's playing hurt. At least he
Yeah,
didn't
he was
go out.
hurt.
He was hurt,
Yeah,
bro.
But he was playing defense. He was still playing defense, and he was still in the game.
But they
I mean,
didn't
what
lock
more
up
can
Rick
you
Barry,
do?
Right, you can only play. You
He
can only
wasn't
play
like
your best
though.
ability.
he
Look
wasn't
though,
locking nobody down. That's what you said.
he
He
got
he
the
need he
same
needs
injury.
he needs to be a leader, man. He got to give his team more composure.
He had the same
Right.
What they're gonna have
AD.
to
Like
rely
I
on
said,
Andre
Hero
Iguodala to
need
be
to
a leader.
show up tonight.
Like
Hero
I
did not
said,
show up at all
Jimmy
tonight.
Butler is a number 2,
Once
man,
again, bro.
and he
But once
proved
Jimmy
it
again,
Butler is
tonight.
not no number 2.
Anastasia's acting like
How is Jimmy
They're gonna
Butler
have to
number
rely.
2? He just took the Heat to the
They're gonna have
finals.
to
There's
rely.
only one
They're gonna have to rely
superstar
on
on the
Andre
team.
Iguodala to be a leader.
He
Andre
he
Iguodala's gonna
he
have to be a
let
leader because
He
more
let
experience in
Anthony
the finals.
Davis outplay him, man. That
Anthony
was,
Davis,
to me, the
bro.
game was
Man,
lost
they need to
in.
give
So Jimmy
Iggy some
Butler
more
Davis
clock,
made Anthony
and,
Davis
and, and
outplay
quite
him.
frankly, they need to turn up the defensive pressure on him,
Well,
man.
Andre
Like the
that
Lakers got way too many just wide open, easy looks.
I would say,
Ain't
yeah,
nobody
KCP
coming
Jimmy,
had
out
too
putting
many
the key
hands
to
open
in their
this thing,
face.
threes.
Jimmy Butler
Nothing.
has to outplay Anthony Davis, and he can't.
That's two
Andre
different
Iguodala,
positions. What are you talking
Anthony
about?
Iguodala is
played
gonna have to be their
Nuggets and
vocal leader.
he still came out and bust their ass. He
I'm
rolled his
saying he got to match him from point from point.
he rolled his ankle just
He
so
was
No,
guarding
you
up the
don't.
bum.
bust
Did you
Andre
see the bum
Iguodala,
get bumped
You don't have to
bench?
win that way.
still
Andre
bust their
Iguodala is gonna have to be their vocal leader because he's the person with
They have got
with
to
the most
close out on the
better.
3-point line.
I don't
They
want
do.
to hear about
They
no
do.
When they
Iggy.
tried to
I
move
don't
him
want to hear about
Yeah.
no Tyler
The
Hero.
zone,
I don't
the
want to hear
zone
about
is a
no
good
other role
idea.
player.
Yeah, they got
Zone is a good idea
Move to
for
my
him,
car.
but
You got total
they
agreement.
went to it way too late.
I
Way
agree.
Right.
too late.
I agree.
Like the
I agree.
They
Lakers
did. They
already had
did.
their
I don't want
rhythm
to hear
going.
about no role player. The NBA is about stars. stars, and they got outplayed by Anthony Davis.
That's it. But like
If
this
you're
was
gonna beat the Lakers,
like this was y'all
As long as you ain't saying LeBron, I'm fine with that. Yeah, they did get beat by Anthony Davis. You right about that. They did get beat by Anthony Davis.
LeBron ain't do nothing. This dude
You
here
can't
trying
let
to
the
say
role players
LeBron
get
did
free.
something when he didn't. He didn't do nothing at
He-
all. But
He didn't
He's
do
been a
nothing.
Lakers fan for 2
He
years.
drew
He
all
has
the
a
W.
Cleveland
Did you watch
jersey
the game?
in the closet. He has a Heat jersey in the
Right.
closet.
Did you watch
He
the
has
game?
a
Right.
Cleveland jersey from 2006
Look,
in the
look,
closet.
He got the same bitch
We
tape
know
from
Anthony
Mary jersey in the closet.
Drew all the
look,
W.
man.
We know Anthony Davis balled out. We just
No,
said Anthony Davis
he's
took
a
the game
baller.
over.
He's a baller, but
LeBron
he's
ain't
soft
do
at the same
nothing.
time.
They
This is what
benched him in the first quarter because he was playing like crap.
He didn't look soft
Rondo
tonight.
Right.
If Miami want to
and
have a
started
chance,
Mixing
pushing
it
the
up.
tempo,
if Miami
Anthony
want
Davis started killing.
Y'all haters.
That's
to,
what happened.
Y'all
LeBron ain't do nothing until they got up by like 15 or 20.
fact.
Then he
That's
started
fact.
front running. Like he
Miami needs to
does.
find another big body besides Bam.
LeBron
You know what I'm
did
saying?
do
They
something.
get hurt on the
They're gonna have
inside.
to use
LeBron
Leonard.
didn't do nothing
Miami
tonight.
gonna have to
If he
use
did
Leonard.
something, I'll say he did it, but he did it. He didn't
Look,
do
He
nothing.
did. He got out the
Miami gonna have to
way.
use.
Right.
Miami
He
gonna have to
moved
use
out the
Leonard.
way and let AD do his thing and Rondo do his thing, and the supporting cast stepped up. They balled out. The supporting cast beat the Heat along with AD. The Lakers
fact.
played a good game because the supporting cast was moving the ball. LeBron
fact.
went to the bench because he was getting killed on the offensive end and defensive end. So what are you talking about, bro?
Right.
Get the damn planners out your mouth.
Yo, what? Yo.
Stop
Man.
Talk about it.
Get the man planted.
Be truthful. Be truthful. Be truthful. Because you're not being
Right.
truthful,
Dog.
dog. You're not. You
LeBron
delusional.
got the game because Jay
You're
Crowder
spitting all these lies. It's like, oh, what?
If Miami
Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
Miami gonna have to close out the perimeter. Miami's gonna have to close out the perimeter, and they're gonna have to have Andre Iguodala be the
Agreed.
vocal leader, and they're gonna have to take Andre Iguodala off of AD. I don't know why the hell Spoelstra had Andre Iguodala guard AD. That make no damn sense.
And know it's big. Like Oladipo could have got
No,
some
the
more
reason why he was
clock,
guarding
I'm gonna
him is because Bam was out, right?
Once again, they didn't
The
even
thing
play
that
Myers
works for
Leonard.
Miami is that they close
No,
out the perimeter.
Jimmy Butler got to step his game up. That's it.
Listen, man.
But they're gonna have to close out the perimeter.
No, he does. He does.
They're gonna have to close out the perimeter. If they close out the perimeter and don't let the role players get so many threes like KCP, then they'll have a chance. And another thing I was
Listen.
They got to put more pressure on the perimeter, man. They got to close out way better than they did.
Even if they close out, they still gonna lose. They still gonna lose.
Yeah, they do. They gotta close out. But I don't know why they put Cutter on them. They need to bring Myers
Anastasia,
Leonard
you told me
in
they
too.
gonna lose.
Right.
Anastasia, you told me
They
they're gonna
barely
lose, but
played.
we play
They
basketball.
didn't play
You're
Myers Leonard at
competitive.
all.
You're not thinking about lose. You're gonna try your best to play the best of your ability. You're not gonna worry about, oh, we're just gonna lose automatically.
Right.
Just quit, man. Come on,
I
that's
feel you.
basketball.
Man,
Like you gotta
this
play.
dude,
all they
this
got.
dude is a LeBron James fan. He don't know nothing, bro.
Look,
He's
here's my
just
question
here
right here.
because
This is my
of
question.
LeBron
This is my
James.
question.
He
This is
don't
how I
know
know y'all hate.
nothing.
This is how I know y'all
LeBron
hate.
does no wrong in his eyes. You gotta remember this.
LeBron fan,
That's
Anastasia.
how
You
you
know
know he
what a
don't know
boxing
what he's
one
talking
defense is?
about.
Do you know what a zone is?
What'd you say?
But Anastasia, do you know what a boxing one defense is? Do you know what a zone is?
Yeah, of course. We killed it.
No, I'm asking you because I played basketball.
Exactly.
Do
He
you know
don't know
what a
what
boxing
We
one
broke it
defense
down.
is?
We
Can you
broke it
describe
down.
what it
know
is?
what a
This
zone
is my question to y'all.
Can you describe what it
This
is?
is my question to
He's
y'all.
an idiot.
Hey,
This
ball,
I'm not
hold
trying
on,
to
bro.
play nothing. No, look. I'm not trying to play nothing. I'm just asking because I played basketball. I'm just asking, do you know what a zone is and a boxing one defense is? I'm just asking.
Yes, my
If
nigga.
you don't know, it's
This
cool.
isn't a basketball fucking history class. All right?
The reason
We
why I'm
talking
saying
about
that, the reason,
tonight's
but
game.
the
We
reason why
talking
I'm
about
saying
tonight's
You
game.
dodging the
Basketball
This
question.
isn't a
history
basketball
class.
study.
Right. He's dodging the question.
This isn't a basketball quiz. This is about tonight. So what I'm
But the
talking
reason
about
why
is
I'm saying that, but the reason why
what
I'm
I'm
saying
asking
that,
you.
but the
Hold on,
reason
hold
why I'm
on. Let
saying
him
that
let
is
him
because
go.
of the
Let him
fact that
go.
you have to. The reason why I'm saying is because of the fact that Miami's gonna have to re-strategize and come up with different type of defensive schemes if they're gonna at least have a chance to beat the Lakers. And that's why I'm saying they need
That's
to
a
do like
fact. They wasn't hitting their shots. That's the
right.
problem. They was not hitting their shots, and they
was
wasn't playing
defense,
good
bro.
defense.
They was
They
defense.
was
Right.
up. They had the
bro.
game. They was
They
up.
was
But the
defense.
thing is, they were just they
What
was
happened?
messing up. The injuries caught
The
up to them,
Lakers
but
had 27 free
they gotta
throws.
overcome
You
it.
got
This is
to
the
beat
finals. There's no more
you
excuses.
got to
You
beat
gotta
the
come.
Lakers on the
They
defensive
You gotta
end.
put up or shut up.
That's when
They
it
was
was
on
a wrap.
lockdown.
See,
See,
Adam
this what I-
Silver didn't even have to play today.
This
Adam
what I
Silver did
understand
not
about
even
y'all
have to
haters.
play.
They had 27
Look, this
free
what
throws
I
and
don't
they
understand about
lose.
y'all haters, bro.
Adam Silver was out there when Bam got his
Look,
foul.
Look, this how I know y'all haters, bro.
I'm
Y'all
not.
quick to say,
I know
27
that.
to
I don't like the
14.
game.
listen.
Yeah, you're right.
Y'all quick to say
27 to 14 because the Heat were up. Once they got up, they start calling ghost fouls. Then that gave the Lakers
Here we go with the fouls
Anthony
again.
Davis
Oh my
started,
God,
hey
bro.
man, you stupid. Shut up.
my
Anyway,
God. Here we go
the
with
free
the, here
throws
we
and
go with the
everything,
foul.
they started
Here we
changing
go with
the
the
Damn
foul
right we go with
argument.
the fouls.
What's
Then
that?
you
What's
whatever.
that?
I mean, they was getting
They
fouled.
went on their run. They
That's
put
the foul
LeBron on
argument
the
again.
bench because they couldn't run like they wanted to run. So
This
when
how I
they
know y'all
ran,
haters.
that
Look,
took
look,
them
look,
out
look.
the game. And
This
plus,
how I know y'all some haters right here.
you can't put Crowder on Anthony Davis. You have to at
It makes
least
no
They
sense.
couldn't put nobody on Anthony Davis. They couldn't put nobody on
They
Anthony
just
Davis.
didn't
They
make
couldn't
the
put nobody.
you
Yeah,
gotta put
They,
him in
they
the
couldn't
except
put
for
him.
They
Bam.
could. They just didn't
right.
make the
Bam couldn't
adjustment
even
for
guard
it.
him.
Bam
Bam
could
couldn't guard
guard
him.
him.
Bam couldn't guard him.
Bam could do what he do, but
No,
Bam
he
got
couldn't.
hurt.
No, he couldn't. No, he couldn't.
But see,
Dwight
but
Howard.
then
Why would
then
you
Dwight
Dwight
Howard
Howard
was
goes
that good.
crazy on the boards.
Hey, listen though. Listen though.
Yeah,
This
but
how
the
I know
Dwight
y'all
Howard
haters.
was
They
foul.
need another
He
big
only
man.
do
Yeah, but
nothing.
Dwight
Y'all
Howard
so
was walk
quick.
Dwight
so
Howard
fast
Y'all
they
only
so
didn't
had
they,
quick.
they
like
didn't call anything on
he
him.
only
Y'all
had
so
like
quick to
eight
say
The Heat
boards.
need to
AD
play
All
carrying
faster. That's
LeBron.
what they need to do.
They
Y'all
were
so
right? They
still
quick
need
to
to play
say AD
faster.
carrying
they didn't
LeBron.
play. They should have played Olenek and they should have put Myers Leonard in there to help
Right.
because
Fact.
all
They
Dwight
They
should
had
didn't
did,
put
but
in the
they
proper
still gonna
adjustment.
lose,
They didn't
right?
make the proper
So this is what I'm
adjustment
Well,
on
saying.
Leonard
second
gonna have to
half.
play
he
now.
didn't do anything
I don't
tonight.
think Bam coming back.
Olenek could have got some more clock for sure.
Right,
Right.
right.
You
He
know what
No,
I'm
he
didn't
couldn't
have
saying?
have.
any more
Now, I
And
clock.
I don't
mean,
think
Bam
Myers
Dwight
playing.
Leonard
Howard would
ended
have
up
had him
playing
off
the
the
game at
glass.
all.
Dwight Howard with a
Eh,
big
eh,
boy, that little guy.
Oh,
Dwight Howard with a big
Leonard
boy,
should have
that little
got
guy.
some playing time
Listen,
though.
listen. Howard with a big boy, that little dude.
not a
Look,
lot.
this
He
is what
could have
I'm
got. He
saying.
needed some
Dude,
more.
This is
Look,
what's wrong with you
Howard
haters,
getting
bro.
out rebounded by Hero. He only had 8 rebounds. Did you
that's
watch the
embarrassing.
game, idiot?
But that's
That's
in
embarrassing.
limited minutes though.
Dwight was
Did
about
you
to
That was
see
in
win.
limited minutes
how
though.
long
You
did
know what I'm
Dwight
saying?
Howard
When
even
he's
play?
in there,
Rebounds.
How long did Dwight
when
Howard
he's
even
in there
play,
though,
bro?
Do nothing.
when
How long did
That's
Dwight
why
Howard
when
even
he's
play?
in there though,
he was playing too good against Dwight.
Who? Who that?
Bam, boy, Bam was hooping. That's why he
Was
got in
killing
foul
them.
trouble because he was
No, he
killing
was. He
them.
wasn't killing nobody.
He most
That
He
definitely
did. He
was
did
killing.
do
What
good.
are you talking
nothing.
Yo,
about?
Hey,
He
yo,
was
he
Bam,
did
scoring on
good
them
Bam,
in
what
the
three.
made
first.
Bam so
Yo,
lethal
yo,
though?
yo, yo, yo,
What are
yo.
you talking
Yo,
about?
yo,
What
yo.
made Bam
He
so
was
lethal?
hooping for
Bam is
like the first.
agile.
He
Bam
was
is not
hooping for like the
only a.
first 7 minutes in the first quarter. Then after that, he was non-existent.
The first 7 minutes of the first
Bam is
quarter.
agile.
yeah, but
What
see,
Yo, yo, yo.
about
After
that's what
that
Bam?
I'm
first
saying.
7 minutes in the first
He's
quarter, he
only
was
getting
non-existent.
limited minutes. Like you not
But
like
what?
Dwight Howard's not about to play 30 minutes a night.
Yeah,
I
You know
know
but
what
I'm
I'm
he's not.
saying? He's
saying,
going to
Right,
get
Oh no,
limited
that's
yeah,
definitely
minutes,
not
so I
happening.
understand what
right.
you're
and
saying.
Hey,
and
Laker
he
fan.
but
Hey,
he's
Laker
hurting
fan.
them.
You know what he did?
You
He's
know,
basically
you
taking
know, if
over for
Golden State
JaVale
was
McGee.
healthy, the Lakers
I
wouldn't be
forgot
here.
JaVale McGee wasn't even on the
Why
team.
wouldn't they?
He's basically taking JaVale McGee's spot.
Right.
KD
That's all
saved
they're
the.
doing.
Yeah,
KD saved
because
Golden
That's all
State.
they doing is
because
putting
he's
it in.
If
bringing
Golden
Golden
State was
State,
healthy, the
Golden
Lakers
State would
wouldn't
have
even
been
be
done if
here.
KD would
At the
never
same
came.
time, bro.
You know, we don't
So
know.
why
I mean,
didn't
that's the
do
thing.
No,
nothing?
Bam
Golden
was
State would never
In
won
his
without
minutes,
KD. It's
in
that
limited
simple.
minutes, he didn't do
What?
anything with
No,
still
but it
losing
was
Listen,
before
Anthony
KD
listen,
got
Davis.
there.
listen.
Hey,
Anthony
KD
Davis
saved
still
Golden State.
making
They
KD
his
won
saved
shots
Golden
before
and
State.
all
KD
of
got
that.
there,
He had to
If
Anastasia.
KD would never came there,
Anastasia, the
Golden State
Warriors
would
won
never won
before
another
KD
chip. It's
got
that
there.
you
simple.
worried about
They
that?
won
Yeah, they
before
needed
If
KD
him.
got there.
You're right
KD
They
would
about
never
that.
won
They
went
before
needed
there,
him. They
Golden
built
State
around
would
him.
never won another chip. It's
And
that
you're right
simple.
about that. They needed him.
Yeah,
They
They
built
won
around
before
him.
KD got
they
there.
need
That's
him.
not
But
necessarily true.
but Curry beat him
That's very
before
true.
KD.
He beat them
Nah,
before KD got
man.
there 2015.
They
They gave
would. They
Andre
would have
Iguodala the
done. They
Finals
would have done
MVP
pieces without
when they
him.
should have gave Steph the
They
Finals
would have.
MVP. He dropped 30. He dropped. Steph dropped 28, 6,
That's
and
how you
4.
know niggas is hating
Andre
on
had
LeBron. It's like
18.
team
That's how you
5 and
know
6,
niggas is
but it
hating.
wasn't without
They could have
LeBron.
won. They could have won without KD.
With that
They did
same
it
team,
before.
they lost a 3-1
They did it
lead to the
before. It was
Lakers.
just
I mean, to
time.
the
Niggas
Cavaliers.
hating,
He
bro.
always got. If
Right.
he's so great, why he got to stack his deck every time to
Thank
win?
you.
AD
Why
got
he
traded
can't
to
go
a
win
I
like
just
that?
literally
Why
just
he can't
showed
go
you the
like that? Why he got to
2010
go trade 15
Lakers.
players to a damn team?
I
Do you
could
Why?
have sworn.
Why? If he's
Because
so
he's afraid
I
of
great,
could have
losing.
sworn.
Because
I could have
LeBron is
sworn y'all
afraid of
said the
losing.
Clippers had a stack deck, not the
LeBron
Lakers.
cares about his
I could have
Lakers.
Look
sworn.
at the
I could have
2010
LeBron
sworn
cares
y'all
about his
Lakers
said we
that
Lakers.
won
won
a
why did he
defense,
need
right?
championship.
LeBron
Kyrie?
can
Why
bounce
did
back.
he need D-Wade? Like,
I
tell
So
me,
could have.
why
I
LeBron's
did
could have
afraid of
he need
sworn
losing.
y'all
guys?
said we won
So
defense,
LeBron's
Why
afraid
did
of
he need
losing.
them? Why
Look,
did
I
I
he
could
don't
have
need
hate
sworn
them?
y'all
Bron.
said we
I
won
don't hate
deep
Bron.
enough.
I'm just
I could
speaking
have sworn
facts
y'all
about
said
Bron.
that.
Bron is afraid
I
of
could have
losing.
sworn y'all said
That's
we
the
Right.
won
He
deep
problem.
enough.
Bron
can't
is
lose,
afraid of
so he
losing
got a
because
front
he
run.
thinks
Y'all
He
he
was
can't
actually
because
saying
lose.
that
LeBron
shit
can't
today.
handle losing.
Y'all was actually
He's
saying that today.
scared. He's scared. I
Look,
said
he's
it
scared.
tonight. I don't care if
I
y'all
could
want
have
to
sworn y'all said. I could have
I'm not
sworn y'all
scared.
said we won deep
stop.
enough. But
Look,
now we got to
Bron,
stack
Bron,
that.
Wrong.
Bron is,
Now we
He
got to
got to
stack that.
stack his
Y'all not
team.
deep
look,
enough. It's
Y'all
just
I
the
don't
boys
fact
hate
that
scared.
Bron.
Miami didn't make the
Bro,
proper
you
I
have
don't
So
adjustment.
hate
now we
Bron.
Anthony
got
No
to stack
problem.
that.
Davis.
Look,
Right. You
I
got
don't hate
Anthony
Bron. I
Davis.
think Bron
You
is
have
afraid, but he's
Anthony
scared of
Last year,
Davis.
competition.
When did
I
Anthony
don't hate
Davis
Bron.
ever
I don't hate
miss an
Bron. Bron is just
All-Star
scared of
game?
competition. Look, I
So
don't
right.
hate
now we
LeBron
got to
James.
stack that. But
Look,
earlier,
look,
He
I don't hate
always
earlier
LeBron
had
in
to
James.
the day,
stack
LeBron
Hold
that.
up,
James
one
is
at a
scared of
Always
time.
earlier
competition.
in the season,
when
Point
has
blank
he had
period.
to stack that, bruh?
earlier
When
in the
has he had to
season,
stack that? When?
I don't hate LeBron.
When?
LeBron
Dwight Howard is a former franchise player for the Orlando
Right,
Magic,
he's a
right?
franchise player.
How
And then
many
he brought Kevin
former
Love
franchise
in
players does
Cleveland. That's
LeBron
a
need?
franchise player.
Oh, that was about a
Kyrie is
decade
a
ago, though.
franchise
That was
You
about
got
a decade
Rajon
ago.
Rondo. He's been to the
Player.
finals.
Bosh was a
LeBron still
franchise
the
player.
competition.
So what is you talking about?
Danny Green, he's been to the finals. What are you talking about?
Y'all said
Yeah,
we went
LeBron
deep.
got like 4 or 5 different guys that been to the finals already.
Exactly.
Y'all said we went deep enough.
Talking about he has a group of guys that never been to the finals, so I got a big enough shoulder to carry them. What?
Yeah, I can't believe he said that shit. I couldn't believe
He
he
said that in the press. He said that when they won
Y'all the same people
to
saying
get
we
to the
went deep enough,
finals.
though? Then y'all say
Talking
we
about
went deep
he's carrying them.
You're
How
not.
are you carrying them? No, Anthony Davis is carrying them.
Can I
I
say
can
this?
name
I thought
5
y'all
people
said we
who've
went
been
deep
to the
enough.
finals.
That's
Can
what
I
y'all
talk
said.
now?
Y'all said that
Can
the
I
other day.
Nobody said nobody
talk
was deep
now?
enough.
Then y'all
We said
definitely,
talk now?
man, they definitely ain't deep
Can I
enough to
talk
beat
now?
the Clippers.
Which they
They
are.
definitely ain't
Nixon,
deep enough to
Look,
beat the Clippers.
man,
in, join in,
this
join
They
in.
ain't
Take
deep
the
enough
this
to
lead.
beat the
ring
Clippers. And the
Go
Nuggets
this
ahead.
ring is an asterisk
They
on it
ain't messing with the
anyway.
Nuggets bench.
Correct.
And they
This is an
deep enough
It's
to
accurate
just
beat the
it's
ring.
just like
Clippers.
when the
Because
Houston
we all
Rockets
know,
won.
because we all
James B.
know,
Jordan.
let's keep it
Let's
100.
get
We all
deep.
know that LeBron did not want to play next year and skip this season because he
The
knew what was
Clippers is
going to
too deep.
happen if he played
Nixon,
next
take
season
the
because
link.
he's scared of competition. That's
The
no problem
Clippers
with
is too
LeBron.
deep.
I'm
Man,
like,
I don't
Bron,
care if he
just
plays
play your
this year,
competition.
but don't act
The
like
Clippers
this
is
dude
too
on
deep.
second teams. Like he's not even the
The
best player on
Clippers
his
is too
team.
deep for the
Anthony
Lakers.
Davis has been carrying him the
The
whole
Clippers
season
is
and the
too deep
playoffs.
for the Lakers.
And I
What
don't
are you
care if
bringing
they
the brother
play
for?
this season.
I thought the
That's why he
Because
Clippers
wanted
was the
AD
stacked
so
team.
bad.
but let's
I
be
thought the
truthful.
Clippers was the stacked
AD
team.
balled out tonight.
I thought the
AD
Clippers was the
carried
stacked
them
team.
Let's
tonight.
not forget, AD dropped 59
When does
points by himself.
AD don't ball
AD
out?
has
That's
been
Right.
the
very
And you
question.
don't never get
When
credit.
does
All I hear
None,
AD
is
but tell
don't
me
LeBron
what
this,
ball
makes
out?
LeBron
LeBron the
that.
king.
All right, so
Exactly.
look,
AD
look,
not
answer this
AD
question.
not balling
AD
out.
does the dirty work.
This is how I know
LeBron
y'all
James
some
get
haters.
all the credit.
Right.
Tell me
And
what makes
that's
LeBron
why
the
I
king.
trusted
Kyrie
because
Irving
this
does all the
other
Facts.
dirty
boy
work.
Kyrie
get
does dirty work.
LeBron gets all the credit.
This
Yep.
is how I know
Hold
y'all some
on.
haters.
There's more.
AD
Oh
leading
Dwayne Wade and Chris
goodness.
Bosh does all the dirty work. LeBron gets
LeBron
the
gets all the
credit.
credit.
This is
Facts.
why y'all some
Right.
haters, bro.
And I'm tired
This
of
is why
that.
y'all some
Like,
haters.
y'all just be even. Just give him credit. Let AD talk at the press conference. Let him talk
Exactly.
at the game.
He talk
did
after every
start.
game. What are
He
you
won
talking
the
about?
game. LeBron ain't do
Listen,
nothing for the
listen,
third
hater.
quarter.
Listen, hater.
Ain't
What
nobody
y'all
hating
have
on.
How
to
is
do
he
right
a
now?
hate?
Are you
Ain't nobody.
delusional?
He's
I'm really not.
delusional.
You're delusional.
AD leads
You're
everything but
delusional.
assists on the
He
Lakers.
did it.
And that's
All
crazy
right,
that
so
AD
listen.
leads
This is what I'm
that.
saying right here. Listen.
And why is LeBron James crying
Listen.
about MVP when he doesn't lead
Hey
everything on
Frank.
the Lakers
Right.
but
All right, so
assists?
listen.
That
Watch
makes
what
no
you say,
It
man.
don't
sense.
matter.
They some
If he
splits,
feel he
bro.
And
deserves
you
it,
don't lead the
Statistically, he's not
team.
the
that's his
best
opinion.
player on
Okay.
the
You
team.
have
All the
your
players.
opinion. He have his opinion. Okay.
I
Y'all have
never
y'all
heard
There's
opinion.
no
MVP
opinion
He
only
in
think
the
he
leading one
time.
stat.
he think
It's like
it,
it
You
makes
didn't
no
talk about
it don't
it.
sense.
matter. It don't matter. It
Not
don't
no
matter.
opinion,
Okay.
bro.
It do
That's
matter.
facts. That's
It
It
facts.
do
does
That's
matter.
matter.
facts.
Why?
MVP.
Can I
What
ask you a
We
question?
need
Why did
numbers.
Brandon
It definitely
Ingram
matters.
leave the
What are you talking
team
about?
and now he's the most improved player?
Why
Right.
It's
would
like
Because
every
why was he
time
not
exactly
before
somebody gets
LeBron?
away
because
from
if you're
LeBron,
considered
they end
great,
up
What?
But they
because
succeeding.
didn't
you're
make the
considered great,
playoffs
you
though.
make other
But they
players
didn't
better
make the
around
playoffs
you,
though.
right?
Oh, they didn't make
But
the
they
If
didn't
you're
make the
playoffs.
considered
playoffs
great, you
though.
make other
Oh,
players better
But they
around
didn't
you.
make
He
the
was
playoffs though.
great. I thought he was the GOAT.
But
I
he
thought he
didn't
was
make
the
the
GOAT.
playoffs
Why
though.
didn't he make the playoffs last year?
But he didn't
Why?
make the playoffs. We talking
Yeah,
about
why?
this
Why?
year
Why
though. We
didn't
talking about
he?
Why?
this
Why
year
didn't
though.
he
Because
make
he
it?
took all the
We
shots
talking
and he
about this
didn't
year
trust his
though.
teammates.
Oh,
oh,
now
but you brought it back to
We're
last
talking
year.
about
I
this year.
remember. I remember LeBron
he ain't
James
really the
sitting
team
away
this
from his
year. AD
teammates
leading
and
the team
losing himself.
That
Because he
okay?
didn't trust his
Kawhi
team.
Leonard do that all the time. Kawhi do that all
On
the
the
time.
night of the trade and shit.
Kawhi do that all the time.
I remember that.
Right.
Kawhi do that all the time. Okay, so this how I know
Why
y'all
you
hate
bringing
it, right?
Kawhi up? We're
Why?
talking about your
Because
team. You're not
because
bringing
I
up
want to.
players
Because
up.
I want to.
Talk
That's
about
Kawhi
him.
already won a
Talk about
championship
him.
last year. Kawhi
Alright, so
already won a
listen.
championship last year.
Right.
So
Yeah,
this
let's
how I
talk
know
about
y'all
Kawhi.
some haters because of this right here.
No, bro.
This is why
Kawhi
y'all
was in the
some
playoffs
certified
last
haters,
year.
bro.
Kawhi went to the finals last year. He won a
Before this,
championship.
before this season, before this season even started, before this season even started, the Lakers made it clear that offense was running through AD. But y'all purposely ignoring that. Y'all purposely ignoring that.
Of course. Where else is gonna go? It's gonna run through LeBron.
No, they said that the
Right.
offense was running through AD, bro.
I
Y'all
mean, they
knew
seen
that
what
on
happened
purpose,
last year when it
Y'all
ran
knew
through
that,
LeBron.
bro.
AD
Y'all was
because
doing
they
that
know
on purpose.
Hey,
He's the
Y'all
franchise
doing that on
player.
purpose.
the offense ran through LeBron last year.
Yeah.
Look what happened.
Y'all
They
was
didn't make the
doing that on
playoffs.
Beat up by the
purpose.
computer on his live game.
You
He
said
on
what?
streaming live right now playing Madden and got whooped by the computer.
Who talking about last year though? Who talking about
No,
last
no,
year?
no.
We talking about
I'm just saying when the offense was
What are you
rammed
saying,
through
dude? That was
LeBron, they
last
didn't even
year,
make the
bro.
playoffs last
Right.
year.
Man, ain't nobody gonna respect this ring
So of course they're
anyway.
gonna run it through AD.
Channel. It's called Just Chris Gaming. And he in there playing Madden and he streamed the games live and talking about he ready for me. You got whooped by the doggone computer. That was Chris T. I can't wait to watch this.
Look, man.
Please stop bringing up last year, please.
What do you mean stop bringing up last year? Last year counts. The offense ran through LeBron last year.
Can we keep it in 2020, please?
Oh, 2020, we are. Anthony Davis is the reason
Exactly.
y'all
Plus,
here.
I mean,
Exactly.
I would expect him to
Anthony
have
Davis
higher
carried them,
I
man.
would expect
Anthony
him.
Davis had unbelievable numbers.
I would expect him
Anthony
to
Davis
score
plays
more
defense.
offense.
He plays offense. He gets the rebounds. He's giving you points every single night. What do you
Dude, he's
mean?
a center. He's supposed to get rebounds.
He's doing everything for y'all.
He's a center,
LeBron,
bro.
he's not a center, dude. He's not a center. He's a power
He's a
forward.
center, bro.
He's not a center. He's a power forward.
Oh, he's a power forward. My bad.
Yeah. You guys
He's
can
taller
get
than
that.
most centers, though.
Yeah.
He's taller than most of the centers in the game.
Okay, that doesn't mean anything. He's a power forward. What are you talking
Being
about?
that we're running our offense
Exactly.
through him, it's expected for him to have more points, okay?
Yeah, he's leading your team every other
No. But you just said that it was already agreed that the team was gonna run through AD. But last year was ran through LeBron. They didn't make the finals. That's what I'm trying to
That
say.
was last year.
Okay, but this year, hold up.
But he was by himself last year. So why he didn't make playoffs?
But
cares, bro?
assist
I didn't make
turnovers.
the playoffs. Okay.
I'm talking about this year. He only
And then
leads in assists and turnovers. But
Right.
Okay.
Now he want to play me because he got whooped by the computer.
What's your next point, though? Is he not in the finals?
Because of AD. That's what we trying to say.
If everything is because of him,
Bro, Anastasia,
So
if
why-
LeBron
why
had
is
AD, they wouldn't have made it to the finals, man.
Hey man,
If they had AD, LeBron wouldn't have made it to the
So
finals.
is LeBron by himself getting through Denver?
Right.
Hell no.
So if
Hell
everything,
no.
so listen. So if everything is because of AD, why haven't this dude made it out the first round without LeBron?
He had no help.
He had a team.
Why he only made it out the second round?
Listen,
He didn't have the team, dude.
he didn't even have a team. He had 50 points. He was
Did you
getting
call
50
AD a
points.
bum?
He made it out the
Did you
second
call
round.
AD a bum?
Uno.
Who called AD a bum?
Uno.
I thought I heard somebody say AD was a bum.
What?
Nah.
He just fell.
They high as hell. They better get off that.
He's a
that
soft
line.
player. He's a good but a soft player.
If everything is because of AD, why this is his first time?
No, that ain't Gavin. That's his
Look at
father.
the
That's
numbers.
Gavin's
Hey,
father.
This is his first time.
Hey,
It's
Cino.
running in the family
Anastasia,
now.
watch the game. Anastasia, you gotta watch the game. You gotta watch the game. That's why we know AD carried them. Did you watch the game? That's how we know. That's how we know how AD carried them. You gotta watch the game. AD hit clutch shot at the clutch shot at the clutch shot.
Here's the
That's
thing.
his job. That's his job.
Very
That's his job.
subjectively.
He
man.
gets
That's
paid
his
to do that.
job. But
He
you're
get
telling
paid
me
to do that.
LeBron's MVP.
He gets
Right.
paid to do
It's
that.
not making sense to me, bro. Like,
He
what
gets
are you
paid to
smoking
do.
on?
He gets paid to
I
hit
want
shots.
some of that. Cause you tripping right
Listen,
now,
listen,
bro.
Yeah, you tripping.
All right, so
You
I
tripping
know y'all
hard.
slow. So listen,
You
this
must
is
you
the
must
game
be
plan.
smoking. You must be smoking
This
that
is
Skip
the
Bayless.
game plan.
You must be
The
smoking
game
that
plan.
Skip Bayless.
No. Skip Bayless knows LeBron is a bum.
He's smoking
That's
that
what I
Skip
like about
Bayless.
Skip
You
Bayless.
know,
The game plan.
No,
The
he's
game plan is to attract all the
yeah,
attention
that's
to
that Max
LeBron and
Kellerman.
get everybody else on
Yeah, yeah,
Attractive
Matt,
LeBron.
Yeah.
He's smoking that Max Kellerman and he's smoking that Nick Wright.
Listen,
He's smoking that Nick Wright.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what
there
he's
you
smoking.
Hey,
go.
my
There
man,
you
The
go.
why does
game plan.
LeBron lead the all-time playoffs in turnovers, and he's about to get 1,000? He's
Hey,
about to have 1,000 turnovers
So what?
for his career.
So what?
playoff.
And what's your point? What's your
Hey,
point?
I saw
So
something
what?
crazy today. Some crazy ESPN stat when they put up like he's the most leading scorer after like 17 years. It's
So
like,
what?
come on, man.
So what? What's your point?
They make up everything. I swear.
It's like
I swear. Like I said,
Like,
in
come on,
ESPN's
Dad.
contract, in
It's called
ESPN's contract, you have to be a LeBron fan.
Hey, Mr. Bean couldn't do it.
It's called League ESPN.
Vince
not
Carter
ESPN,
couldn't do it. He
League
played
ESPN.
what, 20 years?
what are you bringing up, Vince
Only
Carter?
dudes up there is like Kevin Willis, like Robert Parrish. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only dudes that's like played past 17 years. By 17 years, you're supposed to be done everything you didn't set out to do in the NBA.
What happened to Mr. Bean?
You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a
Like,
question? If Kobe Bryant had last year's team, where do you think they would be? They would definitely be in the playoffs.
How many seasons did Mr. Bean play?
Wait, what happened?
He played 20 years.
There you go.
20
There you
years.
go. And there you go. There you go right there.
He played 17 years.
20 years. Wait, hold on. 20 years on the same team. Go ahead, Nicholas. Go ahead, Nicholas.
Years, and the last 3 he was hurt. So what's your point? He balled out. He balled out.
Nicholas.
He dropped 81. He
Right.
dropped
81. So what?
games in Jordan and
Kobe
Kobe
never backed down.
All right, so who better?
5-2 in the finals. Never swept.
All right, who's winning the fight, Kobe or LeBron?
You know that.
You could have
1, 2, 3, 4.
So who's better? Who's better?
Kobe
Who's better? Kobe or Jordan?
Outlaw.
Who's better? Jordan or
1,
Kobe?
2, 3, 4, 5.
Outlaw.
5-2.
Who all that?
Who's
Outlaw.
better?
Kobe Bryant never been swept in the finals. Never been swept in the finals.
Kobe's greatest.
Jordan's a billionaire. So what's that mean? Last time I checked, LeBron was a billionaire.
Good for him. We're talking about basketball.
It's a simple question. Who's better, Jordan or Kobe?
I got Kobe.
I got Kobe. I got Kobe. But I'm not mad if you say Michael Jordan. I got Kobe, but I'm not mad if y'all say Michael Jordan.
Look, man. Look, this is why.
But guess what?
This is why Michael Jordan is better than
LeBron
Kobe.
James, though.
This is why Michael Jordan is better than Kobe, man. Because he's more sensitive than Kobe Bryant.
Man, you crazy. Kobe popped his MJ. That's why MJ.
He's more sensitive, man. He takes the game way more personal than Kobe did. Kobe was just about his business. You know what I'm saying?
Who will win in the fist fight, LeBron or Kobe?
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna kill you during the game, but he's not gonna.
Kobe
took the game.
Kobe, like Bill said, Kobe personal stop when the game over. Like,
Yeah, when the game is over.
Take it home.
Right. He take it home. He takes it way more personal than Kobe does.
Piss at the piss.
And that's the only difference between them. That's the only difference between them. Mike is just a sensitive. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it because we live. You know what I'm saying? But Mike is just a sensitive itch. You know what I'm saying?
How many times have Jordan dropped 81?
How lethal was Michael defense? Not only was Michael offensive juggernaut, how lethal was he on defense? Defensive player of the year. How many times?
Kobe was lethal on defense too. Don't get it twisted.
Kobe and Jordan.
Nothing wrong. Kobe was good on defense, but Michael was a killer on defense.
Was on defense. Kobe was on first team all defense a lot.
Exactly.
MJ had
You know Kobe's gonna guard the best player on the opposite team. Kobe guarded AI. Kobe guarded AI.
How many all defensive teams LeBron been on? That's all I want to know.
Listen, Jordan played. Jordan played.
That's all I want to know. Yes,
Has he been on one? Has he been on the all first team?
Right.
Yeah, when he playing against one-dimensional players. Yeah.
But my question is like,
I'm going to do my Googles on that. I'm going to do my Googles on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my Googles on
Who
that.
played against one-dimensional players? Hold on. Who you talking about?
Jordan ain't playing.
Jordan's one-dimensional?
He played against one-dimensional players.
No, he didn't.
Oh, that's my
God.
Oh my God.
Lions got a dub this week.
Either the players that
Jordan is
Jordan
one-dimensional.
played against,
No, we're not about to do that.
they
We're
only
not
had
about to do
one
this
skill
again.
set. All of them dudes had
You
only
crazy.
one
God, last
You
year
are
they could
crazy.
shoot.
Wait. What he said? What he said?
You said Jordan's one-dimensional? Are you
No, I
smoking?
didn't say that, bro. No.
Wait, hold on. Let him explain himself. What you said?
Okay.
What I said was he played against a bunch of one-dimensional players, bro.
What are you
player-
talking about?
He played against one-dimensional players.
Hall of Famers.
Who?
Bro, who are we even talking to, man?
What are you talking
We're talking
about?
about a LeBron fan that is, have a I don't even know
Okay,
what his
LeBron
fan.
has been on the all defensive team 5 times.
Can I tell y'all something? Can I tell y'all something? Willful ignorance is a hell of a drug, man. That's it.
KD, listen.
Who was one-dimensional though?
All of them dudes, bro. Like, none of them.
All of
none
them.
had,
So
overall
Isaiah Thomas was on one-dimensional.
Hey man,
Larry Bird was
Johnson
one-dimensional.
was one-dimensional.
Magic Johnson was
Was
one-dimensional.
Larry Bird even in the league when he won any of his rings?
Reggie Miller.
You
Reggie
idiot.
Miller was one-dimensional.
Yes, Reggie Miller was one
Kobe took that assignment every night.
Hey,
The best
where
player,
is the
1
LeBron
3.
fans, man? Y'all, he needs some back.
It's not gonna
Reggie
get
Miller was
through to
Y'all
him,
need to
man.
take
It's
the
not gonna
link.
work.
Reggie Miller was
Ignorance
one
is a hell of a drug. It's done.
Reggie
It's
Miller
got
was
a
a
number on
one-trick
him.
pony.
Yeah, it's a hell of a drug. It's a hell of a drug because you have lost your mind.
And he can shoot the three.
He
and
was
he
a
can
one-trick
score.
pony. They already knew what he was going to do. He
Pony,
was going to shoot.
Boy, you are dumb as hell, man.
No, you dumb as hell for real, bro.
One-trick pony, dog.
Please, can I ask a question? Can I
Hey
ask
man, I don't even know why y'all still like you can't argue with nobody under 30 about LeBron, man.
He was a
Like,
one-trick pony.
like they don't even understand.
I see that.
I'm under 30, and I know this is
I'm under 30.
huge.
Like for real, man, it's pointless, man.
He was a
This,
one-trick pony.
he's just, you know what it is? Is that ESPN brainwash?
I understand. I understand y'all. I'm just saying though, for the general fan, now this is all they've seen. They don't even know about nothing 90s related. You know what I'm saying, or even 2000 related. Really,
This is this is what you call the ESPN brainwash.
Yeah.
When did
Everything
Larry
he's
Bird
saying.
retire, though?
Stats.
When did Larry Bird retire, though?
And no facts.
How you
When did Larry Bird retire?
When did Larry Bird retire?
Yeah,
He retired in '93. What does that have to do with anything?
thank you.
Was it
So
93 or
Detroit
something?
was playing against an old-ass Larry Bird.
What?
He played against Larry
Let me educate you. Let me educate you.
he don't know no better, man. He don't know no better.
Hold on. Y'all
He
think
don't
I'm
know no better.
y'all quick to bring up stats.
Anastasia.
Y'all really, y'all
Anastasia.
really quick.
I'm a
He
Hold on,
just
y'all
don't know
quick to
no
bring up
better,
stats.
man.
Y'all say y'all quick to bring up
Bruh.
stats, right?
Let
But
me-
y'all so
let me-
quick to bring up that 81-point game, though,
Let me
right?
let me educate you. Let me
Y'all
educate
so
you.
quick to
The
bring up that
Bulls were
81-point
playing the
game.
Suns in
Look,
1993.
it's
We were
the
saying
same.
basically Kobe Bryant was by himself and he scored 81 points.
I
We
just know he
basically
was
said
Hey,
we basically
Right.
said Kobe Bryant was by himself basically and scored 81 points and made sure he won the game.
So what, bro?
He put up
Okay.
empty.
well, yeah, that's kind of why he
So
scored
what,
81
bro?
too.
was
He had like
about?
Smush
Okay, that
Parker
don't
on
make it
that
better than
team.
LeBron.
LeBron puts up
It was like
empty
Kwame
stats.
Brown,
I mean,
like
that
Jordan
was he put up
Farmar.
81.
He had
That
some
was
real
Devin
bums on
Booker,
that
he
team.
put up what,
no,
75?
I'm not no hater, bro. That was impressive.
Devin
He
Booker, he put up
81.
70 points and lost the game.
put
Do
up
we still
81.
remember
That was
that game?
impressive, bro.
No.
we don't.
You gotta win the game.
Listen. He put up 81. That was impressive. That still don't make him better than LeBron, though.
He is better. He's a
Oh
better
my
shooter.
Bruh, we're not even about to have this
was all
conversation.
He's a
We're
better
not even
leader.
about to have this
He's
conversation.
Man, where's the other LeBron fans, man? Where's Billy?
No,
Billy,
we
why don't you
are
take the
not.
link, man?
We are not, Dak. Don't you got a Kobe jersey on?
No,
What are
he's
you
only
talking
been a
about?
Laker fan for 2 years.
He doesn't.
He's only been a
What are
Laker
you
fan
even
for 2
talking about,
years.
Dad?
Y'all want me to
He
put my
said-
Kobe jersey on?
Man, that's your
No,
man's
I
Andrew.
definitely don't want you. No, don't disrespect Kobe like that.
That's
Don't
your
disrespect
man.
Kobe, man.
Anastasia. Let me ask you this. Anastasia.
So y'all
When
telling
Kobe
me,
lost in 2008.
y'all telling me Michael Jordan played against a prime Larry Bird?
Yeah.
He did.
No. I take that back.
Undisputedly.
No. Listen.
Of
I
course.
take that back. Listen, man.
It dropped
Listen,
60
Look, man.
Listen, bro.
Look.
Listen, bro.
Can we
Listen,
change the subject?
Listen, man. Goddamn. All right. What I'm saying is, did he win a chip against the prime Larry Bird?
Dude, he just got to the
No,
league.
absolutely not.
So why did you bring up Larry Bird? when I
Michael
said he was
Jordan
playing
dominated
against
the
one-dimensional
90s.
players?
Michael
Yes, but I'm saying
Jordan.
he was playing against
Simple,
one-dimensional
dog.
opponents. Why did you bring up Larry Bird? Because Larry Bird was at the end of his career.
No, he was.
No, he
When did he
wasn't.
retire? When did he retire?
He said he retired in '93.
In
When did
93.
Jordan win his
Do
first
you
ring?
realize?
When did
1991 in
Jordan
the
win his
stadium.
first ring?
1991. I'm a Bulls fan.
This
Let me
dude is
educate
like
you. Let me educate you.
24, Dad. What are you doing? What are you guys
Let me
doing?
educate you. He won in 91 in the stadium.
He
He
said,
won Anastasia. He won
Wait,
Bruh,
Anastasia.
this
He won in
guy's like 22.
1991.
What are you guys doing?
"Wait, how old
He
are
won
you?
in
How old are you?
91
Can I ask you a question?
Anastasia.
How old are you?"
Bro, I'm 29. I'm about to be 30, nigga, next year, bro.
Bro,
How are you 29 and not know this thing?
Listen,
are you
How
kidding
can
me?
you not know when Michael Jordan won his first
He
chip?
doesn't study the game of basketball. This is a
How are you 29 and
listen
not
though.
know when Michael Jordan won his first
you
chip,
don't have
bro?
a deep
No,
love
How
for
you
the game
not
of
know that?
basketball.
I
It
knew when he won
shows.
his first
You
championship.
probably a
My
doggone
whole
casual
point is,
fan of
my
this
whole
game.
point of
he win
asking
it?
that was,
Doggone
my,
When
shame.
did he win his first
my
championship?
whole point of asking that was why bring up Larry Bird when Larry Bird was an old man when he won his
Larry Bird's
championship.
a Hall of
Not,
Famer.
He was an old
hey,
man
man,
when Jordan won, though. He was at
What?
the end
He
of his
wasn't.
career when Jordan won, though. That's like
So
saying,
was
"Oh, I
Magic the
won
old
against
man?
Vince Carter."
Was Magic the old
Oh
man?
You
yeah,
know what
man.
Larry Bird
I'm
had to
playing
do?
Was
against
Magic
Vince
the old
Carter
man?
when he
You know
was
Crab
the
Larry
Hall
Bird
of
to
Fame.
go
You want to know why Mike dominated the 90s? Because all them dudes in the 80s, especially the Pistons, made him the player that he was. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying?
Fact.
He had to
Fact.
go through the fire,
Chuck
that
Davis
like
made
he
him.
went through. He had to go through all, like, basically the
Man,
greatest. You know, some of the greatest
let me
players in
tell
the
you.
NBA
Let
period,
me tell you.
just to get to
Let me
where
tell
he
you.
was.
Definitely did it.
If Rick Mahorn would have elbowed LeBron would have quit playing NBA. I'm telling you, bro. He would have quit the league.
Not even.
If Rick Mahorn would have elbowed
Not even.
LeBron would have been done.
Hey,
He didn't want to see that.
hey, Cito.
He
That's
didn't
not
want to see
true.
that. Let
That's
me
not
tell you
true.
something.
That's not true.
Rodman,
Wait
Rick
a minute.
Mahorn would
Hold
have
on.
bust
That's
LeBron
not true.
behind. LeBron
Y'all
would have been
complain
crying.
about how
Can I ask
beautiful
this
LeBron
question,
is
Cito,
right now. That's
first?
not true.
Don't hurt
That's not
nobody,
true.
Nicholas. Hold up, man. Don't hurt nobody,
I'm
Nicholas.
talking, bro. Can I ask a question, bro? Damn.
Let this man answer the question before he punch a hole in the wall.
Oh, can I ask you a question, dude? Damn. I'm serious. Dude. Can I ask you? Damn.
Hold on, man. Let Nicholas talk, man, before he hurts somebody, man. Go ahead, Nicholas.
No, I'm asking, bro, where did you get the Bad Boys hoodie from?
I got it from Detroit. Auburn Hills Mall, baby. That mall in Auburn Hills.
Nah, that hoodie is tough though. That hoodie is tough though.
Look, Tino. Look, I'm a diehard Bulls
Bad
fan.
boys.
Look, I'm a real Bulls fan. I'm a real Bulls fan.
Great Lakes. Great Lakes Crossing. Great Lakes
I'm a real
Crossing.
Bulls fan.
Look,
I'm a real Bulls fan.
They got a movie theater in there. They got bad chicks working in the food court. You ain't gonna never
I'm a real Bulls fan. I'm a real Bulls fan. I can't thank Chuck Daly and Detroit enough for busting up Mike to make him a better player. Because what I respect about the Bad Boys is that they said, look, we know that Mike's a great player, but he's gonna have to prove to us that he's a great player and earn it. And they busted Mike up, and I appreciate that, because if it wasn't for that, Mike wouldn't have been as a killer as much as he was. But
here's always the misconception about that. Here's always the misconception about that. Like, we just didn't bust Mike up. We outsmarted Mike. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was really all about. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool. Look, that's cool. Whether you outsmarted him,
we taught Michael Jordan how to really be a winner, because we had to learn how to really be winners. Like the East in the 80s wasn't no joke.
They was
the East in the 80s wasn't no joke.
It was like the
dog.
Western Conference.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to know how to play ball to survive in the 80s in the East. You know what I'm saying? You had to know how to play ball.
They
was some cheaters. We learned that.
And that's why I appreciate Detroit for doing that, because that made Mike go over the edge. That made Mike take it to a whole nother level. Mike got in the weight room, got stronger. Mike got that killer in him. He got even more dog in him. And then when he got Horace Grant, got Pippen, and got Cartwright on the same page, he's like, okay, Let's do this. Let's get to it.
Yup.
And I love that.
Oh yeah, he got that and got real emotional, and then it was ready to go. He's ready to go.
Look, I'm a Bulls fan.
Listen, Michael Jordan is an asshole, but he's a great player.
Look,
I'm sorry, Dad.
Look, I'm a Bulls fan, but I'm a real Bulls fan. I'm a realist. I'm not going to
Look, man, I respect Michael Jordan, man, but look, that documentary just reminded me how much I hated that dude, man. Like,
that's okay.
like for real.
You hate him, but you gotta love the game. You gotta love his game.
Yo, Michael Jordan had to
What you mean we were lazy?
You're not gonna like everybody.
He'll kill you, man. He'll kill you, and that's part of my hatred for him too. Is he'll kill you. You know what I'm saying?
That's part of the game. That's part of the game. You're not gonna like every player. That's part of the game. You're not gonna like every player.
Yeah, but you know about crazy mom. You know what?
Shirt blunt getting passed around to everybody in the chat.
Hey,
Boy,
yo.
that Reggie.
Look, that's part of the game. You're not gonna like every player.
Yo, why Michael Jordan ain't getting no VC to upgrade his dunk package?
What? What are you talking about?
Really, yeah, we're gonna bring up 2K. That is the problem with this generation.
Yo, LeBron,
he's 29.
I am ashamed to be a part of this generation, man.
Don't be ashamed, man.
I am, man. I am.
No,
one thing the realness, man. Ain't no
bro. LeBron can outdunk Jordan with his eyes.
No, what are you talking about? LeBron
can outdunk Jordan.
This is ESPN talking right now.
That's it.
I told you this ESPN be brainwashing these people.
These sexuals. Gotta stop.
This is so sad.
Why ain't getting the dunk contest if he got a dunk package?
Because he was scared.
Right.
Because he was scared.
Listen, talking about that. He lost to Shannon Brown in high school.
He
lost in high school.
Jordan won a dunk contest.
Yeah, he was doing regular dunks here, and this man Shannon Brown was busting him up.
Shannon Brown had some crazy ups, man. Shannon Brown's record was crazy.
Take a look at the high school dunk contest with Shannon Brown and LeBron James.
I see you.
Shannon Brown killed him.
I remember when he said he was going to be in the dunk contest and he didn't join. He told me about 10, and then he didn't.
Why didn't he join if his dunk package is so great? Why didn't he get in the dunk contest?
Bro, like that was his choice.
Because it's just him with the basketball.
That wasn't
just him with the basketball.
It's 2 reasons. Not a good dunker.
That whole generation was lame. Like Wayne ain't getting into the dunk contest. Bosh, LeBron ain't none of them getting into the dunk contest.
Kobe Bryant made sure he went to the dunk contest.
Oh yeah, of course, but that's not it. Yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
want to play more that. He want
I ain't gonna say that's
Tracy McGrady went to the dunk contest.
What's so significant about winning a dunk contest? What's so significant about winning a dunk contest?
No, your man chicken out on the dunk contest.
What are you talking about?
Yo, didn't a bench player win a dunk contest this year?
Huh?
I don't know.
Didn't a bench player win a dunk contest this year? Did he win?
LeBron ain't never got in it.
He never got in it.
Maybe he was
And I was waiting for him to get in. I didn't even see him.
I'm gonna put my name on the list, and next thing you know, he chickened out. He chickened out in the contest.
That bench player's in the finals right now, though.
He don't got the creativity to be in the dunk contest.
Hey, Eddie, y'all see what Aaron?
I was wondering what you did after the Scream. After the Scream movies was over. Now I see you didn't put the mask on and just came out here. Now you didn't retire.
What's the significance?
Well, he never did the dunk contest. Well, he never went to the dunk
But listen though, what's the significance of winning a dunk contest? What's so special about winning a dunk contest?
You just said he got a great dunk package. Why
He do though.
He has a great dunk package.
He do though. What he doing? You
He
know
look like Snake Eyes, man.
He didn't do it.
That's the whole point. You know he do.
what?
man.
You know he got an incredible dunk. Bro, hold on. Did you see that dunk he hit right before halftime? Did you see that dunk he hit right before halftime?
Who cares?
Jordan could never dunk like that.
Answer that question. Why you man
Jordan could never do
dunk
that.
contest?
Jordan could never do
Why
that.
you man on a dunk contest?
Listen.
Niggas over there dying, dad.
If you can tell me the significance of a dunk contest, then I'll tell you.
Your
why
man chicken out on a dunk contest.
Listen. If you can tell me the significance, if you can tell me the significance, if you can tell me,
you and dunking, you get in the dunk contest.
If you can tell me,
did it, Aaron Gordon did it.
Yes.
Everybody did it, but this bum. Why?
If you can tell me,
because he's scared.
He's scared. That's too much pressure. That's too much pressure. Too many eyes on him.
He's a one-trick pony. He has no moves. He stick dribble with his damn foot. He ain't got no moves. He has no dunks.
Come on, Cino.
He's a robot.
What you mean? It's true. Like you put on an interview. You put on an interview.
Listen, if y'all can give me a legitimate reason why a dunk contest is so significant, then I'll tell you why he did.
Creative.
Because
we just told you all the stars
That's why you didn't get in the dunk. That's what it does. That's what it does. It's like the
What? What's the significance? What's the significance?
I'm the best.
But what's the significance, though?
The creativity.
So you telling me the guy that won a dunk contest this year, like, what? What about him? He's a bench player.
Okay.
He came in.
What's so great about him?
So basically, there's no significance in winning it. Listen.
Bro, it's a tradition though. If you're a superstar,
ain't giving nobody no corona, no nothing.
Bro, you're supposed. Listen, it's a tradition. If you're a superstar, you're supposed to be that player. You're supposed to go to the NBA dunk contest.
This is why LeBron didn't have to join the dunk contest, right? Those dudes y'all talking about, they needed the court to be empty to pull those dunks off. LeBron to pull them.
So Kobe Bryant wasn't doing that. He wasn't dunking on people. Vince
dumb.
Carter wasn't doing that either.
Kobe has
This guy, he's not a LeBron fan, man.
I told you,
this guy is a troll. That he's trolling y'all. He's trolling y'all. Dad. He is not a LeBron fan. He's not a LeBron fan, Dad. Stop it.
Oh no, he's a LeBron fan. He definitely is.
No, he's not, man. He's trolling you. He's trying to get you off the square, man.
LeBron do dunk contest dunks in the middle of a game.
He do look like a troll though. I can't lie.
Listen.
Stop it.
You're not
What are you talking about? What are you talking
about? The last time you was dancing and stuff. Okay, so you got backup. All right. So we got to hear him. Hold on. All right.
I'm not him, bro. I know my boy.
Y'all see the jersey, bro? Like, what you
all right. I'm glad you're not him.
You see the
jersey? Like, I'm another day.
This how you know I'm not no troll. He can't even find the greatest. He's the GOAT. But he had to go trade half his team to bring AD over because he couldn't do the job.
AD got traded.
Right.
Bro, you want my opinion on that, bro?
Y'all see the jersey?
All right.
You don't want? They got the same agent.
Hey man, that's Paul. That's Rich Paul in that mask.
That's Rich Paul.
Rich man, you go too far, man.
Rich Paul think he's slick.
Bro,
Hey, bro, on the real though, man.
Ruffles. You got
Bro,
the
all
ruffles.
teams in the league that's winning championships, they got
Still
two
slanging
superstar
them
players.
ruffles.
But if LeBron gets a superstar player, it's a problem.
This my whole thing, man. What's the significance of winning a dunk contest, man?
The significance, if you're the best player in the league,
Legacy, baby.
it's a legacy thing. It's a tradition.
So you telling me? So you
Just like the Rutgers. That's why Kobe Bryant went to the Rutgers.
Bro, so you gotta subtract 3 rings from Kobe's career.
That's why Connie
Kobe Bryant won 3 rings already, and he still went to the Rutgers.
What you mean subtract?
And it was raining.
Bryant run 3 rings when Shaq was averaging 30 and 20.
Thank you, bro. There we go. Somebody up.
No, because without him,
come up here and help me with these haters, dog.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, no. Cena, what was you saying?
No, I want to hear what the other guy said.
They wouldn't have won without Kobe. What are you talking about? Shaq wouldn't have won a ring without Kobe.
Thank you.
No, if I
was in
Wait, hold on.
Kobe had to hold it down. What do you mean?
Right.
How many rings? Can I ask you a question? How many rings did Shaq win with the Orlando Magic?
I don't remember LeBron. Did Kobe lose his first 2 championships?
But he won with the Heat, though.
Played with Shaq.
I don't think so.
he won with because of Wade. It was Wade. It wasn't Shaq. It was Wade.
So
Wade carried it.
It's like, do you not remember the San Antonio Spurs series?
Wade carried the Heat.
so you think Shaq was gonna get past the San Antonio Spurs by himself without Kobe?
Just like
No, I'm not saying that.
It was a mutual agreement, but y'all.
Shaq was always going to need a guard. He
So
was a
Kobe
big man. He
Bryant
was a
won
center.
without-
He always
Listen,
needed a guard. and
just
shit.
like Shaq wasn't gonna win without Kobe. AD ain't gonna win without LeBron.
Yes,
It's
first
that
a
simple.
mutual
Kyrie damn sure
agreement.
wasn't gonna win.
Somehow Kobe didn't get
Kyrie
role player. We know that right now.
Okay, but we all know Kyrie
I
Irving
know who it
injury
is.
prone.
It's
Who is it?
Michelle's daughter.
No, that can't be.
Michelle's daughter.
LeBron fan.
Man.
No, that can't be. That can't be. That's Matt Carter. That's Matt Carter.
Michelle, daughter, is that you?
No, that's Matt Carter, Carcino. That's Matt Carter.
Matt Carter. His pants ain't that tight.
Now she got to get on. Now she got to get on.
Matt Carter. Matt Carter.
AD got traded to the Lakers, though. That's my whole point.
Yeah, by the agent.
No,
They have the same agent.
I mean, that has nothing
How
to
would
do
you
with
say that?
That have nothing to do with the Pelicans front office. That have nothing to do with the
No,
Pelicans
that had
front
nothing
office.
to do with LeBron James. He had a meeting with the
That have
we've been
nothing
on
to do with the
for 2
Pelicans
damn
front
hours.
office, though.
What is
What
you
they got to do
talking
with the
about,
Pelicans?
cuz? You delusional.
What they got to do with the Pelicans
so you
front
basically-
office?
Man, we've been on for 2 damn hours arguing with a LeBron fan that's not gonna get it. All right, come on.
You have to say it for like the last half an hour at least.
Get it. Come on, bro.
Y'all wrong. Y'all hate it. Just admit it.
Like his brain ain't
No, you are wrong. You are totally wrong.
Y'all basically saying that LeBron
I hated a guy who has no moves and is scared to do a dunk contest to show he's the best dunker, and he's scared to take the challenge of doing it himself.
I got a 5 my PS4. I'm gonna let y'all hold it down. I got a 5 my PS4. Chris gonna get beat up because I guess he thought the computer thing was.
You finna be on the channel. You finna be on the channel.
I might. He might put it. He might put the slaughter up there when I blow him out. I'm like, dude, damn. He had a 146. They had a drive to kick a field goal. He had a 146. No pressure on the QB. I'm like, what are you doing?
Bro, how's he
I mean, they went down the court. I mean, they went down the field like Swiss cheese. It was over so quick. I said, "Oh my goodness!" They was in field goal range for like 3 plays. It was Swiss cheese. They took anything they wanted. They
My
got
Lions got a dub this weekend. 1-2, baby. 1-2.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. They got
Yes.
down. That's the Lions thing. Lions got to be losing. They
The
can't have
Jets, the Jets is gonna. The Jets is about to have a great news if they lose on Thursday. We get rid of our head coach. I'm a Denver
And
Broncos
we always
fan.
go out to Arizona and get waxed.
That's gonna be watch football rematch. My team has
We always go out to Arizona.
Rematch, baby.
Yeah.
All I know is that Lamar Jackson not in the same class as Pat Mahomes. That's dead there right now.
Yeah, man, we on the road. We on the road. We on the road with winning streak. Buccaneers.
Man, I can't watch football. Man.
Nick Foles about to save y'all season.
Yeah, Nick Foles about to save your season.
You ain't gonna win against Brady. You ain't gonna get that win against Brady. That's out.
Yeah.
I think the Lions gonna beat them next time too.
Beat who?
Yeah.
Who, the Bears?
The Bears. Yeah.
I don't know. Nick Foles is a different player.
We're gonna be like 8-8 this year, man.
That ain't nobody but Frank right there.
Frank. What up, Frank?
Dr. Umar Johnson.
Dr. Umar Johnson. Hilarious, bro.
Oh man.
Smack Chris, y'all hold it down.
Hey man, this is all I'm saying right here.
Oh, here we
This
go
all I'm saying.
again.
If AD
Okay.
was the reason for everything, then why he ain't never been to the finals?
Cause he ain't got no help.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
AD doesn't have the battery in his back like LeBron do.
But even earlier, y'all. Even earlier,
We back on this.
They don't cater to AD.
I feel like this is my whole thing right here. Earlier, did y'all say that the Lakers? Did y'all say that the Lakers was trash?
Oh my god.
This, bro.
Did y'all say the Lakers was
We
trash?
talk about something else.
He's a bum, bro. He's carried by the league. He's carried by AD. His whole career is so fraudulent. Dog, it's not even funny no more. Cause
He should be arrested for fraud. That's what you.
He should be arrested. He should be arrested for being LeBron sexual.
He's a fraud.
But then earlier, did y'all say that the Lakers bench was trash and they went deep enough?
Man, see, this is what I'm talking about. See,
they are whole.
So if y'all think that the Lakers,
I can't stand how the Lakers like is being brought up in this, man.
And he's still gonna be under 500. He's an overglorified loser. That's all
right.
he is.
the Lakers bench is trash.
He's just like Dallas fans are with Tony Romo, overglorified loser.
I saw a video today. They was trying to disprove he had the easiest path to the finals. I'm like, bro, this dude played like Houston, dog. Houston is terrible, dog.
Houston
Oh
is
my
not
God,
the same
dog.
team in
These dudes got a 6'6" center, dog. Houston is trash.
You got a super young Nuggets team. Ain't never had done that.
Man, look,
Y'all think the
man.
Lakers bench is so trash and not
then
deep
Portland
enough?
is Portland,
Who helped?
man.
So
They the
who helped?
Blazers.
So who helped? Since y'all
Who
think
helped
y'all
what?
bench is
Who are you
so trash.
talking? The league
Y'all
helped
think y'all
him.
bench is so trash.
What do you mean? Who
Y'all
helped
think y'all bench
him?
is so trash.
The NBA.
Obviously, LeBron is the one that helped Anthony Davis, right?
I don't even remember who they played in the first round. Who did they play in the first round?
They played the
Portland.
broken down Trailblazers that was playing.
Oh, they trash.
They trash.
Say what you
No
The
want.
matter who's on the
Trailblazers.
roster, they always beat the Blazers.
Say what you want.
When they was
we
getting
won.
whooped by Carmelo Anthony and then Adam Silver had to get in the game.
See what you want. We won.
Blazers
Yeah,
don't
man, Dame threw that. Dame took the bookie. He took the bookies bet on that one.
Right.
Dame threw
happened,
that series,
Whatever
man.
happened, the outcome was a W.
Y'all
for us.
played a bunch of bum diggity dogs on that.
Hey, I mean, but the same team we beat.
You had
the
Whiteside
Clippers, though.
getting fouled out,
The same team we
putting
beat
himself
the
in
Clippers
foul
though,
trouble.
and we beat them in 5.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the Clippers, okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
you said what? You beat them in
Clippers trash.
5.
Nah, they lost 3-1. Clippers trash.
The Clippers are trash, dude.
Clippers are trash.
But the
We all
Nuggets
know,
lost in
but
5,
my
though.
thing is, I've been knew about Paul George. Everybody knows about
Oh,
Paul
so
George.
Exactly. Everybody knows about
Everybody know about PG.
I mean, come on.
Nickname you gave Paul George.
Pandemic P? We know about Pandemic P.
No. We already know
Remember
about.
last year he scored 7 points in
I
the
didn't talk
playoffs,
to
and
my
the year
masseuse,
before that it
so
was
I was
5
out.
points.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, we know about
Then
Pandemic
I
P.
missed my foot doctor's appointment, and I just wasn't right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's Pandemic P.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But I talked to my cleaners. I talk to my cleaners and I'm all good now. You know what I'm saying?
And then you got Harden. You got Harden. He's out here partying with little baby and stuff like that right now. So you know what his mindset was.
And don't forget about who the dude you depended on the most, man. Sweet lemon pepper Lou Williams, dog. Dude did not show up, man. He didn't even want to be there. He didn't even want to be there, man.
Harden didn't want to be there.
He was missing them last dances, bro.
Magic City, man.
This is why y'all sound so contradictory. Y'all said Anthony Davis didn't go to the finals in New Orleans because he had no help, right? Hold on, let me finish. Earlier, y'all said that the Lakers bench was trash and they won deep. Now, y'all trying to say LeBron don't even help AD. So if that's the case,
he don't. What does he help AD? LeBron helps himself.
He helps him get draw fouls.
The Lakers bench played well tonight. They should, you know what I'm saying? You should be giving props to the bench.
They did play well tonight. KCP stepped up. He was hitting his threes. Danny Green showed up tonight.
Yo, but he shot his load tonight. You ain't got to worry about Danny Green no more the rest of the series.
Right. He's like Middleton. He has one good game, and then you will never see him again.
Right.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about Danny Green no more for the rest of the series. He shot his load all tonight.
So what? He did that all playoffs. He did that all playoffs, right?
But congratulations, LeBron won't get swept
he's been trash all playoffs.
He's been trash all playoffs, dog. Danny
he's been trash all playoffs, Dad. That's real talk.
You didn't watch LeBron, man. You just watch LeBron, dog.
Y'all contradicting though.
You just a Bron.
Pandemic P cursed my Pacers, one of the best centers in the league.
We don't do that. We're realistic. We see through the BS. My boy T over here seen real basketball players. He from Detroit. Nick from Chicago. He's seen real ballers. I'm from Chicago. I'm a baller, dog.
Yeah.
Glorified loser. He's a loser. He needs help. Every time he fails, he goes to another team and
have the best ballers in America. They don't.
Who are you talking about? Nobody's contradicting nothing.
Chicago don't have the best ballers in America. They don't. Chicago don't have the best ballers in America.
Bro, Chicago's like top 3.
Top 2, we number 1.
They like top 3, top 2.
But
they're good.
But they ain't number 1 though.
Who's number 1? Then?
Who's number 1?
Who's number 1 in your opinion?
Who is number 1?
LA got better players than Chicago.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
I can't lie. LA do got some good players though.
Y'all got shooters on the West Coast. That's it. The shooters on the West Coast. That's it.
Y'all don't go to the hole like that, bro. My boy from St.
Paul Pierce is from the West Coast.
Paul Pierce from Oakland.
Yeah.
No, he's
you
from
got
LA.
Gary Payton. You got Gary Payton. They do got some ballers. I can't lie.
Inglewood, one of them.
No, I think Paul Pierce from Inglewood.
Yeah, Inglewood.
Yeah, he's from Inglewood. He's from Inglewood.
Okay. I thought he's from Oakland. Okay.
No, he ain't from
Oakland. Nah, he's from Inglewood.
Gary Payton's from Oakland. Gary Payton's from Oakland.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Russell Westbrook. Well, you know.
Westbrook from
Reggie Miller's from LA.
Yeah, Westbrook from Compton.
Reggie Miller's from LA?
No. Westbrook's from Long Beach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Reggie Miller's from LA too?
Yeah, he's from LA.
Yeah, Reggie
I didn't know that. Oh yeah, they got ballers. I can't lie. And you got James Harden, but we already know what he is. Good. He's a regular season player.
Yeah, James Harden's different, right?
I'll give y'all this. I named a whole state. Y'all was talking about one city. You feel me? I named the whole California. Y'all was just talking about Chicago. But I still think I put
my money on LA. I put my.
Oh, he said LA.
He said LA. He said LA.
I thought he said California as a whole.
We got Isaiah Lord Thomas III. We got Mark McGuire. We got Dwayne Wade. We got Derrick Rose. What you talking about?
They got some killers, bro.
Y'all go right, bro.
Right.
Yeah. Dude got some killers.
Oh, dude.
I mean, but Ohio got the best player that ever touched the basketball, though.
What? Oh my!
That's a lie.
Yo, you hear how he said that?
But you didn't even sound confident saying that.
He said with confidence. He said, "You know, Ohio."
Yeah, you ain't even saying that like you believe it, Dad. Come on, man.
Yeah. As far as like best basketball cities, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna say Chicago.
He said they said the DMV got ballers too. They do.
Oh yeah, DMV.
Philly too.
New York
DMV, nice.
The home of the Rucker, bro, and NYC, bro.
Dude,
New York got ballers too.
Yeah, New York got ballers.
New Jersey as well. Yeah, they got.
We got ballers here.
DC
Detroit got ballers.
Maryland, DC, yeah.
DC got ballers.
Yeah, DC, decent.
I heard about that.
DC got a pretty good list.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
We got KD.
I still gotta watch
leading.
that documentary, man. I still gotta watch PG Basketball County. I still ain't watched it.
Oh God! All right.
Yeah, I got
Jordan. You gotta watch C-Pen.
Can we talk about the Ravens game?
You say you finna watch Mahomes lose soon? What?
What? To who?
He got down on them boys the other night though.
Yeah,
he got
did.
down on them boys.
Oh, I gotta hear Cino's response on that.
He was talking trash, boy. He came up
that video, man. When y'all had that Lamar Jackson versus Pat Mahomes,
385 yards. He got down on them boys.
Hey, Lamar
He did. He was exposing Peterson.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
Peterson was getting exposed.
Thanks to my Falcons, I can't watch.
No, we've been dominating the Ravens for like about a decade now. Come on.
Yeah, he did.
My thing is, they gotta, like I said, they gotta learn how to
ain't been
change.
right since they choked away that Super Bowl.
Listen. They gotta like change up their game plans when they go against good teams and stuff. That's the problem. There you go. That's a playoff game right there.
Against the Chiefs, dog. Lamar Jackson is like 21 and something and 1. He 21 and 1 against the league. He killing the league.
He's killing the league. But they have to change up the game plan though a little bit.
Right, he just stuck against the Chiefs, but y'all might get knocked off by the Bills or somebody. And then
Yo, the Bills is balling.
After that,
I'm gonna be honest.
Bills is
that Bills
balling.
game gonna be a war. I ain't gonna lie. That Bills
it is.
But I know we're gonna listen to Tampa Bay though, man, because I know the league's gonna try to carry Tom Brady in Week 12. I already know.
You know it, baby. Brady got the refs on payroll, ready to play, baby.
Already know, man.
Yep.
I ain't tripping.
I
just want another chip,
had
dog.
LeBron get.
Yep.
Just like Mayweather. I mean, they always hate on the greats. I understand.
But see, that's Mayweather and Brady.
That's different.
They have a winning finals record, unlike your guy.
Right.
and Floyd's undefeated. Floyd's undefeated, unlike your boyfriend.
Floyd undefeated.
Unlike your guy.
6 Super Bowls in 9 tries.
Right.
And then your guy has how many? This is 10 finals. If he get a 4th ring, he's still 40%. I think
exactly. He's 4 and 6 if he gets a championship.
Yeah, that's 4 try. No, he's 4. He went to the finals. If he wins 4, that's 4 out of 10 tries. That's 40%.
And then we gotta look at his whole teams that he have when winning a championship.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He's an overglorified loser.
Exactly. Michael Jordan, when he won championships, he had the same team. You had Kobe Bryant. Yeah, he did have some changes, but the team got weaker. The team got weaker in 2009 and 2010.
Robin was not on his team at first.
He had a worse team than he had when he had with Shaq.
That's why I asked you. I said, put LeBron James on the 2010 Lakers.
You see?
Are they winning the championship?
They would have swept through it.
Right. First of all, those players wouldn't even made it the whole season. They would have been traded away.
Nah.
Right.
For superstars. Jordan Farmer would have been gone.
Valentine. Remember that first year they didn't get Powell until near the trade deadline. So
Right. That was the last ditch effort because Kobe was talking about walking again. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He was talking about walking again, like, man.
Right.
Yeah.
together.
But he stayed. He stayed and he made sure he won.
Oh, yeah.
He won 2 championships.
But he had to threaten him. He had to threaten them dudes.
He had to find a way. He didn't just like leave the team and go on.
And honestly,
and try
now that I
to
think about it, I still don't know
sign
how
with-
that trade went down. Like they traded Paul Gasol out of nowhere, and like Paul Gasol wasn't no chump. Like he was a real good player when he was in Memphis by himself. You know what I'm saying? They made that happen.
mentally, he wasn't all there though. He's not mentally strong, but he's a good player. He's a regular
He was
season
a
player.
good player.
But
He's a
Kobe
regular
took the game
season
to
player.
another level.
I'm out there.
Regular
Kobe took
season
the game
player.
to another level because he ain't
Yep.
never averaged a double before he went to the Lakers.
Right. He was averaging about 16, 17, and like 10.
Because you see what he had to deal with.
That's Scottie Pippen numbers, man.
Hold on. You see what he had to deal with?
You got Pau Gasol. Okay.
Oh, so we already know about.
I mean, but Powell had skills though. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't.
he had
wasn't.
skills.
He had skills, but like
Scotty has skills, but he's weak.
He had to deal with this. He had to deal with KG and a whole bunch of role players that was really
He
good.
was just a number 2.
So
he
Kobe
wasn't
Bryant
never
had to
no
get him
number
mentally
1.
strong.
You know what I'm saying? That's all that was.
Oh, he
Paul
never.
was just
Nah, he was
number
definitely
two.
number 2.
I think
You know what
he
I'm
was
saying?
Promised Land's number 1.
Right.
See, but you had KG that would get in your head and bully you. So that's why Kobe Bryant had to get him strong
LeBron
mentally.
had to deal with
Then
those
you had
same players.
Dude, LeBron would have traded that whole team, bro.
he would have traded Pau Gasol.
What are you talking about, bro?
He would have traded
That
them.
dude was a troll, man. That dude was a troll.
LeBron got you on payroll.
Like, man, get Bynum ass up out of here, man. Why am I on the same court with Bynum, dog? Get him out of here, dog.
Right.
This man.
LeBron would-
So
LeBron
you
would
telling me?
traded Bynum
So you
the
telling me
next day.
all these players would have stayed? All these players would have stayed, right here.
No, he would have traded Bynum. He would have traded Bynum for a Philly cheesesteak. He'd have traded Lamar Odom.
Do you see who's at the end of the bench? I don't see no
Right.
Danny Green. I don't see no Dwight
man.
Howard. I don't see
That's
no
what I be saying
Anthony
about Kobe.
Davis.
Like, he got everything. Like, Bynum was a bum, man. He got everything he could.
I don't see
out
no
of Bynum,
Rajon
dog.
Rondo.
Every last ounce
Y'all
of
was calling Rondo.
anything that he.
Y'all was
No,
calling
no, no.
Rondo.
Listen.
Dwight Howard.
Let me tell you something.
Y'all said the White
Playoff Rondo is a whole different player.
Man, I gotta give props, man. Like Rondo
And do
been
you see
balling,
shots
dog,
of
like
who-
out of nowhere. Like I don't.
No,
even know where
he's
this came
always been
from.
like that. All you got to do is get Rondo to the playoffs, and he will ball out. That's
Right,
Rondo
that's the thing.
all the
That's the thing.
time.
He takes
You
some
see
stuff
him
during
with,
the regular season.
yeah, he definitely does. It's just he's injury prone. That's the only problem with Rajon Rondo. He plays defense. You already know that. He came from the Celtics, so that's in his DNA. So,
Man, we just got
Yeah.
a live bench, man. Caruso.
Man, Bynum was a bum, man.
KCP.
Yeah, he
We
was.
just live
yeah,
off
you said Rondo was a bum?
We just
Bynum
live off
was
the
a
bench.
Bynum was a
Oh,
bum.
Bynum.
dog.
Yeah,
Bynum
Bynum.
was a bum.
Yeah, Kobe
dog.
Bryant. Kobe Bryant had to get
Danny
him
Green.
mentally ready for the Celtics and for the team, and he made him a top 3 center. After Kobe Bryant, look at all those players. They was
Bynum,
nothing.
he didn't have no focus on basketball.
we know how
Only
Rondo
reason
was.
he was playing
Better than
basketball
all
is
these
because he
little
was tall.
Right.
Only reason he played basketball is because he was tall. You know what I'm
You
saying?
think
Like,
LeBron James is
he
playing with
didn't have
Luke
no
Walton?
love for the game like that.
Hold
He
on.
didn't have no work ethic like that. You know what I'm saying? And Kobe
Yeah,
put that
because,
dude together for a couple
Right.
to get a couple good years out of him.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Is,
saying?
is,
Yeah,
is
because,
LeBron
he
playing
was
with
young,
Luke
though. He was
Walton?
young. He
Is
came
he
out of
playing
high
with
school.
Sasa Vucic? Is he playing with Shannon Brown?
You
Is he
would
gonna play
go
with
to
a
the
Jordan
trashiest
Farmer?
people on that team.
Jordan Farmer.
No.
Yes, man. It was some
This is the
bums on
bench
that
players.
team, man. Kobe had to put that together. You know what I'm saying? Kobe
Derek
had to
Fisher.
put that together.
He was
I ain't even gonna
sometimes
lie.
inconsistent with his threes, but he will play
I
defense.
wouldn't say bum. He only had Lamar Paul and Derek. It was good.
Lamar was
He
a
had Lamar
bum.
Odom.
Bynum was a
He had
bum.
he had Lamar Odom.
No.
Ron Artest.
Their whole team was
No.
Lamar was not no bum.
Yes, they
He was just mentally soft.
Lamar was good. Lamar was good.
Man, somebody said Vladimir Radmanovich, Doug.
No.
PU, Doug.
Metal World Peace, great defensive player, but offensively he wasn't that strong.
Ron did save Kobe from the Suns. He didn't.
Dog.
I'm just saying, though, man. He had.
I watched every game of them dudes. Kobe was about 2 seconds from killing all them dudes every time they went to a timeout.
Yeah, for real though.
I don't see no J.R. Smith.
I know y'all like Powell and all them. Powell was trash, bro. I'm sorry.
Come on, dude. Come on.
You think Powell's trash?
Let's be honest. No.
Nah, I don't think Powell's trash, man.
I wouldn't say.
I think he was a regular season player.
I would compare Powell. I would compare Powell to like when Kobe had Antoine Jameson.
I'm gonna stop. No, I'm stopping
You know
right
what I'm
there.
saying?
Right.
Y'all say
You violating, bro.
Y'all saying he was bums, but he actually saved Kobe from the Thunders. Let's be honest. He was a game winner.
No, Lamar was solid. Lamar was solid. But how y'all feel about Lamar Odom?
Odom was solid.
Yeah, Odom was solid.
Like he had two solid players and a superstar, and that was it, really. It was Kobe and two solid players, Dad, and two solid players. That's what it was.
Let's not be honest. Now, Outlaw.
Trevor Ariza wasn't on the 2010 Lakers. I'm talking about somebody in.
Outlaw. Let's be honest.
Yeah, go ahead.
I forgot about Ariza.
No, what was you saying?
Outlaw. Be honest.
No go.
Did Paul save Kobe?
This is another
Man, how long
on,
did he carry the corpse of Devin George, Dad? You know what I'm saying?
Now, what was you asking? My bad.
Outlaw. Be honest. Did Paul save
Brian
Kobe?
Cook, don't forget him.
You said that Paul did what?
Save Kobe from the Thunders.
Yeah, he did.
Thank you.
Say who for what?
Wait, you said Paul?
He hit the game winner.
Paul Gasol, yeah.
He hit the game winner.
Yeah. Like I said, what's it called? Pau Gasol. Yeah, he would. You know, he has some bright spots. Like I said, he's not trash. I don't think he was trash. Kobe Bryant got him mentally ready. That's what I said.
That's good.
That's what LeBron doing to AD right now. He's getting them mentally prepared.
Wait, whoa.
No, way better than Powell.
You said, you said LeBron James is getting them mentally?
No.
That's what I'm saying. They on two different levels, bro.
Never will. No.
Come on, Dad.
That's what you said.
We're not about to have this talk. We are not about to have this conversation.
LeBron James got them mentally ready. What?
No.
I did not just hear that.
No. Don't put AD against.
We are not going to compare Dwayne Wade and Pau Gasol, Dad. Come on. Come on, Dad. Yeah, we're not about to have this conversation.
Wait, you said Dwayne Wade?
Wade is crazy.
Oh my God. Wait.
No.
Wait, who said that?
I thought somebody was trying to compare Kobe's number twos to LeBron's number twos, Dad.
No,
I just wasn't about to have that. I wouldn't. We're not even about to go there.
Nah, I'm not
We want to stop there. We want to stop that.
Oh, okay. We better stop it because I pulled the receipt out. Well, you tripping,
We want to stop that. We want to stop that.
Wait, what was you trying to say though? What was you trying to say?
Who, me?
Nah, the guy that was saying about Pau Gasol.
I just told you. I said he saved Kobe from the Thunders. I said.
Okay, but did you say like LeBron was getting them mentally ready or something? That's what you saying?
That's LeBron fans.
Oh, you said LeBron fans were saying.
Oh,
okay. I just had to double check.
He's gonna check everything he said, Dad. Like,
no, because I was just making sure.
You're the wrong person. I didn't do that.
Oh, okay. I had to make that clear.
I don't know who said that. I just.
Oh no, because you know
No.
I was hearing stuff.
He said that Powell was gonna hit a shot, and I said about goddamn time because Kobe carried his ass the whole damn
I swear I heard Wade. I heard Gasol was better than Wade somewhere in there.
No,
man.
I thought he said, but LeBron is doing the same thing, getting them mentally ready. So I was like, what?
That's it.
That's why I had to double check.
Outlaw, that's to do with the math. He's the one that shit.
Bro, who
He getting
I'm not listening to him.
Do the math.
I'm not listening to him, bro.
Yeah, I killed
I'm not listening to him.
Do the math. He said that stuff.
Yeah, he is getting AD mentally
Hey,
ready.
Who said that
hell
crap?
no.
look,
Okay,
on the
that's
side
who
note,
said it.
man.
Well, we already know.
I gotta
ready with
look
the
on the side note. I gotta give the chat some props, man. They was in here flaming old boy earlier, dog, with the glasses
Nah, they
on,
wasn't.
man. Calling the world be
Oh.
free, dog. I was over here.
Yeah, I
dying.
seen that, man.
Hold on,
I
who
seen
I was
that,
dying.
dog. I said,
On the
Oh,
inside, I was
that's
dying because I was trying to give him the time to talk, but I was dying.
yeah,
dog.
man.
They was
When somebody said he looked like Earth, Wind, and Fire, I was like, damn.
I saw his face though. I saw it look like no. Somebody comment said he looked
Yeah,
like the older Delonte West.
JJ Hedex was solid. He was.
No, somebody in the
Oh my
old
God,
comment
I was dying. dog.
no, somebody in the comments said he looked like an old Delonte West.
I should have seen that. I missed that.
Yeah, somebody got on
Oh
his
my
hairline,
God,
too,
dog. They was
No,
going
Earth, Wind,
in.
and
dog.
Fire
It
was
wouldn't
the
stop.
best,
It
man.
wouldn't stop. dog. They was going in,
Frank,
dog.
Frank, you not in the chat?
You see that man teeth? God damn.
Huh?
You ain't see his teeth? That shit was covering the camera.
That's messed up.
Hey Frank, nah. I don't think Chicago is the Mecca, man. Chill.
Me neither, dog. I had to say New York for real though.
Oh man,
I gotta say New York, but even though we've been trash for years, I can't even lie.
Ooh, I'm crying.
But New York is still the best though.
Boy, y'all been under the ground.
We still
boy.
trash. I mean, the Nets is coming up slowly, but you know.
And before you know it, it's about to be Africa, though.
Yeah.
Some African boys is taking the league over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No,
the
they
Raptors.
international. No, I said the international.
They coming in, boy. They coming in with the jump shot out the womb.
Yes, sir.
Dark,
they run.
dark.
No, I'll say the international. I said people in international. They taking over the NBA. The international people.
New York speakers in the 80s. Chicago surpassed you New Yorkers. You know. I'm just saying.
New York peaked in the 80s, surpassed you with the New York.
Chicago had a good, they had the 90s. They basically had the 90s.
No,
but then they had the D Rose. They had the D Rose as well
Chicago,
too. But they didn't get the championship. So it was like
All right,
basically the same as
I
the
got a
90s
random
of
question.
What's
All right, what is
I got a random question.
All right, here's
Who
What's
win in
up?
the fight, King Kong or Godzilla?
Godzilla. All he
Man,
got
this argument didn't there for like a damn elementary year.
Godzilla fire his ass up, boy.
Come on, stop it.
That boy T said. What is
this is like the same argument since I was in elementary. Like, damn.
Yeah, come on, man.
That's old. That's old. That old comparison.
I'm taking King Kong, man.
Oh, that old comparison.
Godzilla gonna fire him up.
Question. King Kong versus Godzilla.
That old comparison.
Okay, we're gonna do this, man. Bruce Lee or Chuck Norris? You know what I'm saying?
That's an old comparison.
I got Bruce Lee. I got Bruce
comparison.
Lee.
Saying stuff that's way before it.
Man, Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris.
Man, everybody.
Oh, I got a question for y'all. All right, what about this? All right, this is random too. This is
Bruce
like
Lee.
basketball related. Kyrie Irving or AI?
AI.
Yeah.
I vote, man, all day.
Hey, did y'all watch that debate though?
Kobe Bryant or AI?
Oh God,
Oh,
that
Right.
that's
debate,
tough. No, I know. That's tough.
Donald Trump or Biden?
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
I ain't watched
Shut
a
up!
single
Shut up!
minute, bro. I said y'all have fun.
Hey Rob.
Y'all have fun.
Hey Rob B. Hey
That was
Rob.
Trump or the first
hilarious.
lady.
That was
the
probably the
worst
first debate I
debate
ever
I've
watched.
ever seen in my life, dog. I swear.
They
The
about to shut us
funny-
down now that we get to talk about politics.
Man,
No,
man, I was
let's
man,
not
that took
talk
us
about
back
that.
like
Let's not talk
100
about
years,
that.
man.
Trump to shut it down.
that was the worst. That was the
It was the
worst.
worst.
It was
Oh
the
my
worst. It was
God,
the worst.
dog. I swear, I looked at the comments in Instagram and Facebook afterwards. Boy, I was on the flow, and then I woke up like, damn, dog, our country in trouble, dog.
This is a disaster. It's a
It
disaster.
is.
It is a disaster, dog. It's a disaster,
Somebody
dog.
asked, man, y'all think other
I'm
countries
about to
laugh at
move,
us?
dog.
Like, how do
He
we
said, "I'm
get
about to
here?
move."
How
Were you
did
going to
we
Canada?
get here, dog?
Man, I'm going.
Right.
I might go to Mars, bro. I might
Better pack your bags, dog.
Pack your bag.
Dog.
You look
Man,
terrible, cuz.
it's terrible, dog. It is terrible, dog.
Dude, did you hear Hassan Whiteside when he said, I can't deal with this for 4 more years. I'm moving to Hawaii. I said,
Man, Hawaii is it? This is why you're out the playoffs, dad.
Uncle
This is
Frank said
exactly
Marvin
why
Gaye or
you're.
Luther.
This is why you're fishing.
Hey, Uncle Frank said
You know the crazy part about the debate? Trump was like, "Joe, you only had 3 people at your rally because nobody cares."
Right.
Look, did you hear? They was trying to force Trump to deny the white supremacists, dog. He still wouldn't do it. He still wouldn't do it, dog. Matter of fact, he told him to stand by.
Stand by. He said stand by.
Bro, you didn't hear that, dad. You didn't hear that. He was trying to say it while they was over talk to him. He was like, "Oh, stand by." You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, dad, for real.
He was like, "Oh, that was sarcastic."
Man.
Well,
I was being
They
sarcastic.
need to pick better moderators, man. That
Uncle
dude,
Frank
man.
said, Uncle
Yeah.
Frank
Nah,
said
he was
Marvin.
getting ate
Hey,
alive.
let Molly Carroll from First Take on
Well,
as a moderator. She wouldn't even talk over Trump. I mean, Trump wouldn't be able to talk over her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell
Trump be able
no.
to talk over
Oh
her.
no! She would smack down on the face.
Since I didn't get a chance to talk here,
Exactly.
it's like she be spending shit.
And you know they can't have no women as the moderator because you know it would be a whole
Well, Hillary
different mess.
But look, man, that was all for the entertainment, man. They knew everybody was gonna be tuning in last night to the first
Oh,
debate.
hell yeah.
They made
That's
that
probably
shit was
highest
hella
rating.
entertaining, dog. It was hella entertaining.
It was
dog.
funny. It was
was.
entertaining. It was funny. But it was entertaining.
They marketed like it was a heavyweight fight.
For real.
It woke up like, man, we in trouble, bro. Them comments
We in trouble, dog.
yeah, we messed up, bro. I'm about to move for real. I'm telling y'all. If y'all,
I don't know. It's like I said, it's pick your poison. It's just like Hillary Clinton too. It was pick your poison.
Oh God, Hillary.
Yeah.
Listen, if Hillary Clinton, we would have been at war.
Yeah,
we would have been had the vaccines mandatory. We've been all vaccinated.
Man, our country, we in trouble, dog. Like real, like I can't even joke no more, dog. I was scared driving all the day delivering. I'm like, man, we all gonna die. We gonna end up in jail.
I was scared for my life. I was scared for my life. That's the best.
I was like, the rapture gotta be coming. The rapture.
Man, we always make lemonade. We always make lemonade out of lemons, bro. This ain't the first time we done had a racist ass president in the office. You know what I'm saying?
hell
Trump ain't the
no.
only racist president. That always
Bush was worse too.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit, we keep it moving, bro. You know
Bush
what I'm
was
saying?
terrible.
Well, no, who's racist? Who's racist besides Trump? I forgot.
And then you got
Who's
Clinton
racist besides
with
Trump?
the 3 strikers.
Let's try all of them.
Bush.
Let's try all of them.
All white except for not Clinton. Clinton black to me.
Let's try all of them.
How was Clinton black when he had the 3 strike rule?
And that man said, I don't know.
That's not black. That's not being black.
Right.
I don't have any such culture with that lady.
No, man.
You a brother to me.
I'm not even gonna finish to talk about Clinton because we still on live. I'm not trying to make it end, but I'm gonna say JFK. I'm gonna say if JFK held it down a little bit for us.
I'm going to say all of them, Dad. I'm going to say all of them, Dad. I'm going to say all of them, man. Because you know what? Everybody is fighting to keep this same system going up until now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, ain't nobody
They're basically the managers.
ain't even nobody saying like black folks need a hand or a lift or anything like that.
I was
just
waiting
some
to hear
equality.
what was our
Just a
reparation
level
gonna
playing
come.
field, dad. Dudes won't even level the playing field. So
I would say,
you know what I'm saying? You know what time it is, bro.
Lincoln. I'll definitely
Exactly.
say Lincoln, because Lincoln helped us too. Lincoln definitely.
Lincoln ain't help us for
Yes,
nothing,
he
bro.
did, Yes, he did, nigga.
Bruh. He
Man,
didn't
listen,
do it, and he still was about to allow slavery. He still was
Exactly.
Remember, you gotta remember
Man, look,
the history book lies, man. You gotta remember the history book lies.
It ain't worth defending none of the presidents, dad. You know that's not a hill to die on, dad. That's not a hill.
You gotta remember the history book lies.
God said poison. That's all
school
right.
books, dog. Them school books, man.
They all don't care about us, dog. We're not a part of the plan, dog. The plan is the rich. That's all they worry about. If the rich,
man, when they created the Constitution,
exactly.
Dad,
That's why I say,
like we were still slaves. That they didn't have no kind of black folks in mind. When they say equality and justice for all men, the only men was white men. That's what they considered by law. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even until the 1860s was when we were declared 3/5 of a man. You know what I'm saying? We weren't even a whole man. We were 3/5 of a man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So look, Dad.
I mean,
you know what time it is.
do you give JFK a little credit for breaking the oath a little bit?
Man, hell no.
No, because they all have motives, Dad. They all have motives behind it and shit, Dad.
Oh, yeah,
it's not about none of that. It's just politically. You know what I'm saying? It's all political, Dad.
Got you.
It's all
JFK
about.
I'm
reading the comments.
I mean, excuse me. He didn't care.
He didn't. They didn't give a damn about us.
It wasn't even JFK who passed the Civil Rights Act. It was Lyndon Baines Johnson who passed the Civil Rights Act. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the Civil Rights Act
had the meeting with him.
Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started.
Right. And then JFK didn't get killed for us. He got killed because he was gonna pull the people out of war. So
Man, he got killed. He got killed by some other white folks for some other reasons that we don't know about. But it definitely didn't have nothing to do with he was helping out black folks. That wasn't the case.
It was definitely about that war with the what was it? Cuba.
No, it was the Vietnam War.
You know,
because they wanted him to go to war with Cuba.
Right.
Because there's a bunch of reasons. Like the mob wanted to hit him for numerous reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they didn't like that. They didn't like that what he was trying to do. So
right. So none of the presidents did nothing for us, man. It's like, they don't care, dog. They don't give a damn about us. We ain't nothing but
what about Obama?
I hate when people say that. What about Obama?
Like what?
Let me tell you something real quick. I almost got kicked out of my grandmother's house because I went against Obama.
Look, you don't want to have that discussion with your grandparents. They got a whole different perspective of it. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta respect that. They have a whole, they got a whole different they got a whole different perspective of it. You know what I'm saying?
Like that argument with my mom about it. My mom was like, "Oh, he gave us
how are you a Christian and you sitting
Obamacare
here pushing for gay laws and all this other stuff, but you supposedly a Christian?" I'm like, and then my grandmother was just going off, like going back and forth. I was like, "Oh, I'm about to get kicked out. Let me just chill out." All right, you right.
Yeah.
You know that,
You don't
bro.
want to have that discussion, man.
You tripping, boy. You
It's crazy.
Me and my mom was arguing about it. I said, "What are you doing? You said Obamacare?" I'm like, "That's a fraud." Like, that was a fraud of care, man.
Yeah,
man, you don't never argue with no mom or dad about Obama.
And then
Boy.
she's
That's the
like,
first black guy
don't do it.
That shot face, like,
Don't do it.
like,
Yeah, exactly.
And I
Look, I messed around and tried to have that talk with my moms about what's going on now.
Yeah.
Now I'm about to vote.
It
Now
is
my
going
punk
through.
ass about to vote for Biden.
I
She made me vote for Biden, bro. I told her I wasn't gonna vote. She made me vote for Biden.
That's what my mom
She made you? Oh man.
My mom was like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
dog.
She
Yeah,
cussed
they
me
don't play
out,
about
Dad.
that.
She cussed me out about that, Dad. She cussed me
Yeah.
out. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. She's like,
For real.
my mom was like, "Oh, Obama did this." I said,
When
"What he
when
had
is it
done?
gonna be an
What he had done in
independent
our
president?
what he had done in our neighborhood, in our real neighborhood against our community? What he had done?"
What has any president done?
That's
for
what
our
I said. That's what I
community?
said.
like-
I said. That's what I said.
Fact.
Right.
That's, you know,
It's like how
That's a great question.
Stephen Jackson had mentioned
But
this.
supposedly Biden's supposed to clean it up.
That's why I
Yeah,
said.
Stephen
What
Jackson had
did,
mentioned this.
those
man.
are all lies, man. That's
What's the
all
point?
pandering, Dad.
But my thing
That's
is,
all pandering.
if you notice, T, why does our people don't know that? Why are we sitting here
They just like him because he black.
acting like he's gonna change it for us?
It's the
All right,
same
well,
thing with people who love LeBron. Brainwash.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Right.
Man.
There's
Stephen
a little
Jackson
bit
had
of
mentioned
that
this,
too. I mean,
Right.
because
Jackson
here's the
he
thing.
said-
Here's the thing. The only alternative is, I mean, honestly, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we don't believe in the system, is chaos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So, like, they don't, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to get nobody to believe in no anarchy like that. Everybody
Right.
just wants to fix this system that's going on now, even
Right.
though it's well beyond fixing. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
But
Exactly.
you know, it's like,
Yeah,
the system
listen,
is
at the
meant
end of the
for us
day,
to
I don't know if I
work.
want to be in no
I don't
anarchist
wanna
situation either. You know what I'm saying? Because white folks is savages.
That's the point. That's the point for me. I did not want
Real
to vote.
dog.
That's my thing
true.
was I didn't want to vote because I'm like, okay, why would I want to vote with something that no
I'm not
president
gonna-
had done for our
I
community?
don't
for our
get into
black?
all that, man.
That's what I said. Like you saying, oh,
Because
Obama,
at
what
the
did
end of the
Obama
day,
do for
ain't
our
nothing
community?
changing for us.
There's nothing.
Ain't gonna be
We
no
still
changes.
dealing.
I
You know,
just
funny
feel
about
like
that.
it's
We
a
still dealing with this situation
sideshow.
right now. We still dealing with situation. We never get
Of
our
course.
justice. We
And we
never
still
got.
gonna
We never
deal with
got
it.
our just due. It just
No,
they just always be slapping the face. Like always, it's nothing the same.
Of
It's been like
course.
this since way long.
Since forever. Since America's
No,
been
like the whole
established.
system has to come down, man. Like Stephen Jackson said, like why would anybody else want to be president that's black? Because like you still have to work for the system regardless.
Right.
In the system.
Right.
So the whole
Man,
system
forget
has
all
to
that. I
come
just
down.
want my reparations.
Exactly. That's all I want.
You're gonna be waiting for a long time.
Give me my
I
reparations.
was waiting for Biden the way how he's been, and I was waiting for Biden to actually mention it.
Man, you serious?
The way how he's been saying here, oh yeah, the black people, you know.
2 seconds. Every time he spoke, I thought he was finna. Oh, where we at? Oh, my turn? Okay. He ain't finna bitch no
We already
reparations.
know. We already know what outlaw gonna
Trump,
vote.
he couldn't even handle Trump. Trump was saying they're just
Right.
over
He don't
talking
even
him.
like black
He's
people,
like,
dog.
Man,
oh,
don't nobody
God,
act
he
like they
just
can
keeps-
handle Trump. I don't understand it, Dad. Like, it'd
Yeah.
be like, man, I would do this dude so dirty, Dad. He can't think himself out of a box.
He
Like,
Can't
can't.
nothing
Right.
do, man. And it's like,
No,
bro,
the
like
Democrats, they keep
anybody
getting
with
these
any kind of
company dudes.
intelligence will rip these dudes to
Right.
shreds. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
Rob
And
B.
it's like,
You're right, Rob B. They keep getting these company dudes and everything instead of getting somebody who's a real candidate, because a real candidate would have tore him to shreds. Like,
right.
And you want me to vote on that guy? I'm good.
Right.
Here's the thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like they, ain't nobody going to get to that level unless you got some dirt on them. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't going to put nobody in there that's going to expose too much of what's really going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or they're not going to expose anything about the other candidate. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they all playing the same cricket games.
Of course.
At that level.
At the end of the day, they all on the same team.
Yeah, they on the same team.
They all on the same.
So that's what I'm saying. So what is the point of voting?
They all go to the little House of Representatives together. They go eat together. They be like, "What up, John? What up, Bill?"
I'm sure they've been to the same vacations and the
Can't wait to see you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have that big fight on the floor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All the TVs will be on us. You ready?
Right. That's all they do. They plot that every day, dog. They go into work. They be like, "How we gonna screw black people and poor people? How we gonna screw them today?" That's all they do. They don't come up with no dang plans. And I get tired of people talking about, well, black people. Well, MLK died for you to vote, man. No.
Nobody
MLK died for us to have equal rights.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Right.
See, that's what I'm saying, though. That
I know
you don't get into them conversations. You don't get into them conversations with older people, man.
Or
they
even
tear you to shreds over it.
we don't
okay. He did it the peaceful route.
To older people,
Right? Because we going through our shit today. We didn't go through
think-
what they went through. You know what I'm saying? We didn't
At
go
all.
through what
At
they
all.
went
That's true. I just
See,
don't
my
agree
thing
with
is-
MLK anyways, though.
Shit, shit, they didn't even care about how to speak.
I mean,
the white people.
a lot of people didn't. I mean, some people didn't agree with him, but you gotta give it up to him though for what he did.
I was
He
more of a
didn't have to do
Malcolm X
that.
dude.
Yeah, I'm more of a Malcolm X person too.
Man,
but my
I
thing
love both of
is,
them. They
either
both died.
way,
No, both
either
of them.
way,
Man,
they
I've
both
never
died.
been down with the
One-
disrespect that's been going on with Martin Luther King over the last like
No,
20 years.
no,
It
let's be
seems
honest.
like I've never been down with that. Like, yeah, he ain't no Malcolm died, but he was Martin Luther King.
Right.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And it was like, bro,
And you know what's crazy? Both of them was so powerful. They was real. Like they
exactly,
Right,
man.
and you would
Both
never
of
see
them
that
were
again.
old
CIA,
dudes,
You'd
man.
never see that again.
CIA,
True,
the whole
but
white community
my
scared.
thing about
They
my
would
thing
never
about
let
Martin
that
Luther
happen
King, he
again.
wasn't about no money.
They was powerful. They like, do you know they can like own? Like,
But my thing is, either way, we still got screwed at the end of the day because even if you go the peaceful route or I'm telling people to just start defending themselves, they still gonna take you out regardless.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it is.
Now you thinking, you know what I'm saying? But that's real though.
Yeah.
That's real though. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Martin Luther King was so important. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he
Because
was
it
important.
like,
He was
we're gonna do
getting
this. We're
spat
gonna
on.
do this your way. We're gonna turn the other cheek. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We're gonna try and go through the system. And I mean that was his big point. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Right.
went down there, they knew the dog, they was gonna turn the water hoses and let the dogs out on them. You know what I'm saying? And they took that, they ate that because they needed to see, people needed to see how savage these people were being, and all they
Right.
wanted to do was just be equal.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
To show the media like we're not even fighting
The
against the
world,
white people
show
or
the world
anything.
what was going
Exactly.
on.
Showing the world what's going on. You know, us getting spat on, us getting hosed down. You know what I'm saying? We can't even get proper
True.
education and stuff. Like they was showing all that. So that's why it was very important what Martin Luther King was doing. And it was also important of what was it?
Uncle Frank.
Damn. MLK.
Frank said
I mean
the three-
MLK.
Uncle Frank
Malcolm.
said. Hold up. Uncle Frank said the Three Stooges of Black America: Jesse, Jackass, Snitching, Al Sharpton, Louis Ferry.
Hell yeah. Those, bro.
That's why I say that like our situation is so different. They always want to compare us to the Jews, but the Jews don't
that's
live
what
in
Tupac
Germany.
was-
You know what I'm saying? They came here in America and got theirs. We
Man,
still
they
living with the
fake
enemy.
dudes, man.
Everybody
They
keeps
fake.
saying, "Oh, what would Tupac we be doing right now? He'll be totally down for the Black Lives Matter." He definitely would not be.
Wait,
Tupac.
Tupac would have had his own thing, bro.
Tupac would have been exposing the
right.
Black-
He'd have exposed. He'd have went to meet with them, and he'd
BLM.
have seen they were fake. and then he would have had his.
That's
own
what he was
thing
doing with
going.
Jesse. That's what he was doing with Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton.
Right.
He was like, these people
Right.
ain't really for us. He was doing the same thing. Remember, he came out the gate. He was dissing these people.
Right.
But he ain't gonna
But you
say
gotta
them that he
understand,
gonna
Pac
say
would have had his own thing, bro. He was that powerful. He had that much people behind him.
Yeah,
He would have
that's one thing about Pop.
he
Pop
did
was a
his own thing. He wasn't finna be down with anybody. He would have got with you and been with you if you was down for the same cause he was down for.
Yeah,
but you can see
exactly.
that fake shit from the
That's one
beginning.
thing. That's
Like,
one of the things.
that's some bullshit.
That's one thing
Right.
about Pop. Pop is like a revolutionary because, like, wherever he's something on his mind, he'll speak about it. He's gonna speak about it about the government, how we still poor and not giving us money and all that, not all that. And
Yeah, talking about the
that
lottery
still-
system and all that.
and you know what's crazy?
Talking about how
Crazy. The words and the song he said is still effective to this day. Like even though he
Facts.
was gone for so many years, it's still effective to this day. Like just
Facts.
and that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
See,
He
it's like
definitely had
for
his
good or
own
for
movement.
bad, though. You know what I'm saying? I always thought that was kind of messed up because, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Pac died, and yeah, he said a lot. You know what I'm saying? Good and bad. You know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
like, people was only left with the negative image of what he was. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. He did
Because of the way he died. You know
right.
what I'm saying? And you know, shit.
Trump
I
was-
think the
but
negativity
legacy,
has
though.
shown. I think the negativity has shown that, you know what I'm saying, like people didn't really get the message of what really Pac was about. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
like I said, it's because of the way he died. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't
Mhm.
had
Yeah,
no
but, like-
business getting
But
into that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that is,
Right.
Right.
you know, I mean, I guess the lesson is, if anybody took it, it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Life is real. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man, it
Like,
is. It is. But my thing is, you seen him with the white suit, and he was actually gonna step into that realm. And he was saying in an interview in like '96 before he passed away that in 5 more years I'm gonna be with all those candidates. Trust me. He was like,
one
he
thing
said, I'm gonna
about-
be
one
so
thing-
far from what I am now. Like he was basically saying it. He was set in stone because he liked when the government was actually talking about him. Because he said, if they're not talking about you, you're not doing something right. You're not shaking no feathers. That's how he was.
Yeah, but one
absolutely.
thing about that, one
Yeah.
thing about Skinner, because
Because he liked to talk about how dirty it was, so somebody
Yeah.
could clean it up and stuff. So you
he
know,
had a
that's,
leg. He
that's
had
what he
so
was
many-
about.
And it was like this legacy in the people, and he did it like at age of 25. Like that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
That's
For
crazy.
real,
That's
for real,
crazy.
though, at the end of the day, I just want a better president candidate, man. Jeez, this just looks bad on
We
the
never
world.
ain't gonna
we
get
not
one.
Yeah,
gonna-
It's done now.
You're not gonna get one.
Right,
You
like, I
probably
ain't
gonna have
concerned
Kanye in
about
3
that.
years.
So I
Yeah, I might as well vote for Kanye.
Might as well. Shoot, at least he'll be
We got it messed up
entertaining.
if we think. Listen,
At least
we
he'll
got
be
it messed up if we
entertaining.
think that one person is gonna fix all this bull anyways.
Right.
You
They
feel me?
not.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? We looking at it the wrong way. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I don't know how
Right.
many times we gotta say it,
But
but
who is
shit, it
controlling
start
these presidents? You gotta ask these
everything
questions.
starts at the crib, man. Everything starts at the crib and what's around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta build stronger communities. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it won't matter what they.
Facts. That's a whole fact. We gotta start.
We need to
from
help
our
ourselves.
community. We gotta fix our community ourselves.
Right. We
Because
gotta fix
basically
ourselves.
we are brainwashed. We already know that every American is brainwashed.
In
So
some
we have
form
to
or
like
fashion.
break that. We have to break the cycle that they got us in. You know what I'm saying? Like between the music and everything, we know that influence certain people and stuff. Not even just certain people, a lot of us. So we know first before we can make that change.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
So
We
that's
got
how it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We have to basically come together and everything, and we have to come up with a plan, but we have to beat them at their own game. We got to beat them like
Right.
with paperwork, with laws, like have our own stuff written out in paperwork and things like that, because they're not going to take it seriously if you just come up there trying to spew all this out at them.
And just
Money
like Park
talks,
said, have
bullshit
our
runs
own
a
political
marathon,
party.
man.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Money talks, BS run a marathon. Exactly.
Right.
Like,
So we
use our voice.
right. And we can do it, but it's like you gotta understand, it's like people been brainwashed for so long, and then people, that the music, like y'all were saying, and then the stuff on TV we're seeing, the negativity, the images, that stuff there is psychologically destroying our race and destroying our people. Is
And
killing.
not to mention all the drugs and you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we doing CIA type drugs like LSD and all that other stuff. They popping those type of pills. You know what I'm saying? Those psychological drugs, and that's not.
Cause you seen today that kid NBA young boy, he got arrested on some dumbness, and that's just how it is. That's how it is for the rap game and for all of us that come up. Like, you got to go to jail. Like, you go to jail and stuff. That's just what we're setting for everybody. If you go to jail, that make you, like, I
You get
guess,
stripes.
coordinated.
You
Right.
get stripes all day. It's been like that.
Right. So that's something we got to learn, how we got to get away from that, because at the end of the day, yeah, you go to jail, but at the end of the day,
stripes for that.
No, it's not get away for that. Just that no advice, no like a father,
Right.
no like father, because his father went
Right.
to jail. His father went to jail when he was a kid,
Right.
and that's something wrong with these young kids. Something wrong with these people. Instead of y'all just watching and feel like, damn, like he could have done it, instead of like just talk to the person.
Right.
But instead of just talking to a person, because you might never know, that kid might lose his father, something wrong with him. Like, just open heart these kids in the community and get them out of the streets, get them out of the drugs and all that.
Yeah, I mean, you see, we gotta start by the gangs as well too. Like, they were supposed to be there to police, the neighborhoods and stuff, and then it just turned negative because it got infiltrated. So, we got to stop letting people infiltrate our situations.
Money talks, man. That's how
And
they
like
do
you
it.
said, we got to outsmart them.
Yep, but money talks, like T
Man,
said.
we just need our reparations and we good.
Exactly.
Bruh, they gave out all this free money. Like, here, man, man, it was so much. People were just basically abusing the whole corona shit around here. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, people was just, they was just getting them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but it's a story around here. It's a couple people that got away with some meals. You know what I'm saying? Doing the corona virus scam. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Oh yeah.
And it's like people had more money than ever, didn't have to do nothing for it. And you see everywhere, like, violent crimes is going up. You know what I'm saying?
They talking about
crazy,
defunding the
Dad.
cops too soon.
Huh?
They're talking about defunding the cops soon. So what that's gonna bring, that's gonna be more chaos.
I'm just saying, like, reparations ain't necessarily the answer. Like, you know what I'm saying? People got to know how to use the money. You know what I'm saying? And make it, because they can get, like, they giving everybody money right now. You know what I'm saying? For nothing. And man, people out here, they buying cars and just buying all kind of stuff. You know
That's dumb.
Like,
It's like you should use that money to invest. Yeah, to go to the
But they don't know that. They don't know that.
So we get all this money just to give it back to the white folks. What does that mean? You know what I'm saying?
That doesn't make.
But yeah, but
people
like,
go online shopping.
they don't know
you know
the
what I'm
business.
saying?
They don't
know
anything.
They don't, man.
But that's
Like,
what I'm saying. Though. Like,
save
reparations
that.
just ain't the answer like that. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
yeah, but you saying
they give us money. They give us money just so we can give it back to them. That's all it would equate to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like,
But
you
either
saying about
way-
cars,
either
or they
way,
buying cars, or they buying
we
this,
deserve
they're
it,
too
though.
young. They're too
You know what
young.
I'm
They don't
saying?
know,
We
they don't know
definitely deserve.
anything about the
Oh, my
business.
bad. Go
They
ahead.
don't know anything about that. If you give a money to a kid that's out in the hood in the ghetto, they don't know anything. They're just like, oh, for real? They might
No,
spend.
you giving money to people who ain't never had money.
But
you know what I'm
what?
saying?
That's
Like,
the point.
Right,
you give people
That's
money that ain't never
How
had
can
money.
you say
They
they
just
need
gonna
to
blow
do
it. That's why a lot of NBA dudes, these sports players, be going broke and all of that. And they burn
But the
through
thing is-
millions. You know what I'm saying? They burn through millions and be broke at the end of the day.
But
know
check,
what I'm
but
saying?
check it
That's
out.
because-
If they give us reparations, but check this out. If they give us reparations, there will be no more drug dealers like that no more.
It won't be people
Why
getting
not?
incarcerated like that.
Why?
That's a business.
They gonna pay for more
Why
drugs.
do you say that?
If you give
Why do
money to certain people, they finna go buy up the whole book. Like, hey man, let me get about 10 of them boys.
Yeah,
exactly. oh, I know where this money going down. I'm about to buy me 20 keys, dog. It's going down.
But I feel like, but listen,
It's like you don't.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're
everywhere,
saying. It
dog.
could go like
Birds
that.
everywhere.
It could go like that, but you know, it will put a lot of people in better situations that are trying to get out of it, though.
For real, like,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Jordan on
So,
layaways?
The percentage would go down.
I'm gonna be walking around here. I'm gonna be walking around here, Harry Chapo, boy. Be like, hey, I got some thing. That boy love to fly. You want some? Just y'all gonna see me coming on the live with like 2 gold chains, having like coming out the beard.
Hey, but
looking
you
like
see me, bro.
looking
I'm
like Slick Rick.
Lambo shit. I'm like the Lambo with the chain and grills on my teeth.
Looking like Slick Rick.
Y'all didn't never see the Dave Chappelle skit down back in the day when he did the black folks getting the reparations down. Come on, man, we've all seen it.
It would go down just like that. It would go down just
Show
like
off that girl. Show off that girl.
Everybody be looking like Slick Rick.
I'm saying the dice games would go from $100 dice games to $10,000 dice games. You know what I'm saying? That's all. It's still gonna be the dice game, though.
That's the thing. Like we gotta change our mentality.
No, that's
me?
that's me. I don't really do dice games.
No,
That's
but
like people killed.
that's
like
every race though, man. That's like every culture though, man.
No, I mean you can say that, but the majority is like, you know,
I don't know,
people
man.
that are
like it's like here, man. We got the highest outside of like the Middle East. We got the highest Arab population here in the Detroit area. You know what I'm saying? And it's like these dudes, they come in here by the boatloads. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a certain part of the city that's like, you know, like a part of the area called Dearborn is like where they mostly stay. That's when they first got here, like back in the 50s and the 60s. You know what I'm saying?
Where they at?
Like nowadays, they're like all over the place. And you know what they do? Like they came over here, like the first set of people that came over here, they started building like these committees to make sure that people could easily come over here and open up businesses, buy houses,
you
know,
that's setup.
all kind of stuff. Like that. So that when they come over here
to start doing.
Yeah,
well,
as a people.
You see females doing OnlyFans, they showing up their body and stuff now.
I mean, yeah, that's something different, but I'm just saying, like, you know, just like Cena was showing earlier, you know, if y'all watched the video, he was showing you how the Indians, like, you know, basically became doctors because they love math and everything like that. So they have their whole community in it. The whole spot is Indians. That's what I'm saying. So it's like
but
we gotta systematically
Valentine,
come up from our own situation.
They're more together than we are.
They have their own country.
Yeah, we're not all together like that. Like all of them,
because our history got taken away from us.
Yeah, we're not like them. We're not like them.
Right. We're not like
them. Not only that, but we, you know what I'm saying? We've been pitted against each other.
Right.
Many
That's
different ways. You know what I'm saying?
Even in hip hop,
like,
just stuff like that as well too. You know, it's like it's competitive. Like we all competitive. If somebody's higher, then somebody else has an ego problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that. So it's like
I'm just meaning from like, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, I can't explain it. You know what I'm saying? But it's deep on it. It's like that deep shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the slave mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is. You know what I'm saying? Many of us, we still suffer from that, and that's what I mean. Like part of that slave mentality is putting slaves against other slaves and shit. You know what I'm saying? For whatever kind of reason. And at the end of the day, it's all for the entertainment of massa. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it's changing our brains that need to be broken. You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Man,
That's
Uncle
true,
Frank.
but I think that's just a small percentage, though. I think it's more black educated people that would do better.
Yeah,
I think so too.
yeah.
Man, Uncle Frank. Just
Oh, Indian bitches got
yeah, good
Let me see what. Damn, Frank, I wouldn't even know though. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. I want to get me one, Dad, before it's all over with. That's still
I need
on
to
the
give
list.
me one too. I was just about to say the same thing. That's still on the list. Yo, I'm trying to get some Asians too. Like,
Hell
you know what
no,
I'm saying?
man. They got the
They be
worst
acting like they
bodies,
so
man.
scared of us. Like
Said the worst bodies.
they do, but I heard they some freaks though.
Yeah,
I
Dad,
heard they
that's what
ran
I
on
hear.
big old
Word on the street is that they some freaks. Yeah,
They are.
if you can get you one. If you can get you one.
Hell no, they got the worst bodies and they hairy.
No,
You
I
say
wouldn't
what?
say, I wouldn't say that. I would say mixed girls that's mixed.
I would say more Indians is probably more hairy.
No,
than
girls
than,
is mixed.
you know.
I'm saying girls
I
who
don't
mixed
know,
mixed bodies.
man. I done seen some bad Indian chicks, Dad. Like
I
for real,
believe it.
Dad. Some Princess Jasmine's, Dad.
Yeah.
Like Princess,
A whole
they
new
like
world.
they be here.
Oh, see no bad.
Yeah, yeah, a whole new world. That shit.
I need the one from like Israel or something.
Yep. Come get in my
Yeah,
carpet,
Chris
Dad.
turned off the doggone.
Oh shit, the
I'm
nigga in the
finna
show
get a
now.
ticket
And
soon.
that's what happened.
What's good, Sino?
You about to go to
There
India?
goes Cino.
Yeah, I couldn't, man. It was glitching. I don't know if because we were streaming up here, it was glitching. Every time I hit the circle button, it would go right over the head of the tight end. He had the Ravens, I had the Bears. I threw like 9 picks. He threw like 5. It was a terrible game. I should have just kept running the ball down his throat. He has no defense for the run.
I told you, you got to keep running that
I ain't
ball.
even got the Madden 21 yet,
See?
man. Y'all
Wait,
playing the
who
Madden
you
21?
Sino?
I ain't right.
You playing 20?
Yeah, I got so mad and frustrated. They kept ripping me off because I know I'm popping Jackson. Not one time does he fumble. He turned the fumbles off. There's no way. Lamar Jackson
he coughs it up. Once he crosses the line of scrimmage, he coughs it up. You know what I'm saying? I be loving dudes who.
I'm like, wait a minute. How are you getting away without fumbling? That's why I had to pause the game. I'm trying to look at the rules. I'm like, man, you didn't set this game up, Crunchy Black. You think he's slick?
He got your ass.
Shoot, he changed the rules.
Yeah, because that dude. I love dudes who think they can cheat with Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? I got the defense already ready for that. You know
He the
what
new
I'm saying?
Michael Vick.
Already.
Cino. So Cino, how you feel about the Chiefs? How that Chief game?
Bro, like, not
Since
bad.
you
Like,
back.
I dare you to run with Lamar.
Oh, I love it.
Cino, how you
I
feel
love
about that
it.
Chief
They
game?
come in all confident.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what I'm saying? I might even let them get the first score.
So,
Yep.
so we
Yo,
see
yeah,
where
we got
Gavin
his
gets it
whole game
from.
plan down now.
We see where Gavin gets it from.
Yeah, he got it on his page now. He put the whole thing on tape so they can see all the things I just said. You gonna see how many times I pop Jackson. I got a safety on him. It should have been a touchdown.
Hey, was you starting Foles?
Jackson go hold the ball like that. I'm telling you, I have played against him 1,000 times, and he fumbles.
He does. Lamar Jackson coughs it up.
Yes, he does.
That was at the end when I was just throwing bombs. I was at that time, I was just going deep. The game was really a 22-2 game. When I'm down at the goal line throwing picks because the ball flying over the guy's head every time. I'm like, what is
Yeah,
the
you got to bench Trubisky, man.
And put in who? It ain't. That's not true.
Foles.
Trubisky could make that pass in his sleep. I mean, the guy is wide open. He's throwing over their head.
Nah,
I couldn't even run the play no more. I'm like, I can't run the play. He keeps throwing over his head, no matter what, even
That's
the bullet pass. So I'm like,
That's
I'm thinking it's the internet.
That's Trubisky.
I'm streaming up here because we still live.
We live 3 minutes. 3 hours. We going. That's a
Right.
That's a
Over 3 hours we've been going on this stream.
we about to beat tickets real quick.
That's got to be the
Johnny
record.
down there was killing
That's
us.
a record right there.
We about to
Yeah,
pass
we broke
ticket.
the record.
Yeah, and they be on for like 5
broke the
hours.
record. They the biggest casino.
Yeah,
in
y'all ain't
here.
even been behind the scenes yet. You see Uncle Frank, he waiting on the show to end for him to talk.
Right. Oh, we've been chopping it too,
Yeah,
Dag. I know Frank wanted to sit
You
here.
know why? Frank
Hey,
got
Spino,
who
who win in the fight,
he has that
Godzilla or
backstream
King Kong?
Godzilla all day.
Right.
Oh
Man,
man,
that corny old choosing stuff, man. That's
King Kong.
old.
That's
old.
God, dog. Stop it, dog.
That
Hey, did y'all see?
Right.
Hey, I gotta ask you a
when
question.
King Kong did
I
his
gotta ask you a
T-Rex, right?
question.
The same way he
Nick Foles or Trubisky?
Nick Foles.
Because
Foles
that
all
way
day,
you cut out that glitch.
Hey,
See
what about
I know those
KD
elements.
KD or Kawhi? Who y'all got?
I don't need to see your plays. And nobody
KD.
plays is
You got
on
KD?
KD. Always see your plays. I know what you
KD
got.
can get a shot on anybody in the league, period.
Right.
Right, exactly.
I got KD. I got KD. I can't lie.
Creative player, man.
But my thing is Kawhi. He's no joke when he's healthy.
At the end.
No,
At the end when I'm throwing bombs, I'm not even trying no more. That's when
KD's wins to bother Kawhi.
I'm trying to get these
And
plays.
you know Kawhi's
Not
been
only that, KD could just shoot right over him, dog, and then
not really. Listen, particularly, but my thing is when KD was in OKC,
There's no way
Kawhi was
Jackson
locking him down.
fumbled that ball. There was no fumbles
When?
in the game at all.
When
Not
Kawhi
one.
was on the Spurs and KD was on
And
OKC.
he's running with him.
I
And
we
he's
know
not even
Kawhi played
sliding.
good
So that
defense.
tells
but
me
then
he
had
knew
team
he cut the
defenders.
fumbles off. He
They
would
were
have
all
slid
they
immediately.
all were watching KD, but KD still got some of his shots off.
Yeah, you better say however it was
That's
set
true.
up.
No. Yeah, he definitely he's gonna get some of those shots. And you gotta remember the Warriors versus the Raptors too.
Somebody had it set to no fumbles.
Yeah,
And that saved
when
you.
they went against each other in that regular
Don't
season,
worry,
you know,
whenever you ready for
when they
a
was
rematch,
both
we'll be
healthy,
ready to
that
go.
was a
Oh,
game.
yeah, Kawhi.
Yeah, I remember that.
They was killing them. But you think Kawhi and them would have won that whole series?
I gotta go
No,
gamble.
not at all. Not at all.
Who
It
win in the
probably
fight?
would've gone
Guys,
The
let's
Terminator
Yeah,
or RoboCop?
we going.